Hello again, my friends. Who wrote the comment about hot chocolate? Jill, you reminded me that I just made a French vanilla cappuccino that I would have left sitting there because I forgot. Hey, Megan, drive carefully. Hey, Jason, Jill, Blissful 71, Corrine, good to see you. Wah, Kaz, I see you tagged. I don't see you. Batgirl, I'm glad you're catching one too. Julie's, how's everybody doing tonight? You guys staying safe, warm? Jor, we had snow slash rain today. It was nice. I forgot that it was an early day, so I didn't come back on because my son wanted his computer, and obviously my laptop internet just sucks. So I am sipping my hot French vanilla cappuccino. Hey, Doug's good to see you, Mr. Predicto, Lori. I love doing night streams because you guys can catch it. Hey, Justice Jane, Limey, drive carefully. One red rose, my friend. Hey, Robin. All right, so I heard there was a lot of controversy today, and I am going to put in my 2 cents because one, I'm a YouTube creator, and that's what we do, and two, people were kind of asking how I feel. So, oh, I love cappuccinos. Hey, Dawn, so good to see you. We got snow, just not enough to have fun. Yeah, ours didn't like stick. It was just enough to be like messy, but not bland and stick and stay. My friend Christine, hello, hello. So I didn't know, and some of you may not have known. And hey, East Coast and Jane, hello. I seen this in my email actually right now. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, so I am going to play this. Listen, let's all be respectful. If you have an opinion, keep it respectful. Um, let's do our best here to be as let's be adults. Different opinions are always welcome, so far as they are done respectfully. You're pretty new. Well, welcome, Dawn. I hope we don't chase you out. Hey, Julians. Yes, even using the bushes, taking pictures of my chat. Hit the like. All right, so I'm going to start with this, and then I'm going to give my opinion, perception, and a little bit of what I believe to be happening here. Hey, my Melody. My Melody, I haven't seen you since I was accused of you being Vivian. Catherine, both are going through. Yes, thank you. Hey, whatever. Whatever. Hello, Kathy. Sarcastically yours. Hey, Laura and Deadly Queens. Oh, thank you. I'm a favorite. That makes it. Don't give me a big head here, Dawn. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming out the bushes. Tell us that you'll hit the bushes. Well, Tess, I hope you'll be fair while you're here as well, because I know you're not quite a fan of me. So long as you'll be fair, I'll be fair. Oh, thank you. It's funny because when I got off, I received a message that was like, Jess, when you were trying to do like the examples of filters and non, there wasn't much of a difference. And I was like, oh, you guys are going to make me feel like, let it go to my head. Hey, Jemmy, pass it around, baby. Pass it around. All right. So let's start with this. And remember, respectful opinions, welcome. So done. So long as done respectfully. Oh, all right. And then I'm going to do the other side and I'm going to give my input. It's hard to have empathy for someone with cancer when that cancer hasn't given that person empathy for others with cancer. That can go all sides. Can go all sides. Tony, thank you. River, my blue balls will continue because it's different. I'm sorry, River. That will be tomorrow. I'm sorry. I just felt like this was important. Hey, Shelly. All right. Gary. Where's Gary? All right, let's go on.
But I do need to say what I got to say.
So Laura did a live stream around 2:30 in the morning. Thank you so much, Julianis. Thank you. Now we're not too sure why, right? And I don't think anybody cared to ask why. Hey, Betty. So we're gonna hear what she said. Obviously, something led us here, right?
Because I'm livid. Stone Gator, you're about to get a fucking earful because I'm sick and tired of seeing your comments.
All right, so right there, Laura starts with, and listen, I know you guys think like, oh, Granny's friends with Laura. I'm not so much friends that I'm not one of those friends that won't tell people what I really think. I'm not one of those friends that just keep my mouth shut. I'm an honest person all the way around. I am not just I will give my opinion and I will do so respectfully. Anyway, you hear the first thing she says is, I'm pissed, right?
It's a big crowd, but I do need to say what I got to say. Because I'm livid. Stone
Live
Gator,
it.
you're about to get a fucking earful because I'm sick and tired of seeing your comments.
So she's livid and she's sick of seeing the comments. Okay, keep that in mind. Thank you, River. Thank you, Jason.
So between the both of them, I'm on fire, but I'm trying to keep it cool because YouTube doesn't like screaming. So I'm going to try to maintain a soft composure because it is 2:30 in the morning.
Now, Laura's like me that no matter what we say, we sound like we're screaming.
And my kid is sleeping, so I got to be nice. But I was working on the website. I was doing candles after my live, and I popped into Discord as normal. And I see Crystal and a couple of others talking. I'm like, what's going on? What did I miss? Not thinking it had anything to do with me. I should have just scrolled out.
Say that's one reason I dislike Discord, and thankfully my Discord is a very small, tight knit group of ladies. But I myself don't even go into the Discord, despite it being so small, because I don't want to see the drama. Because what I don't know can't hurt me. So I get that. She looked in Discord and she saw a different conversation.
So I scroll up.
Hey,
and what do
Kaz.
I hear a comment. This worthless piece of crap, I believe, was not only dropped in the head as a child, she was probably then slammed back and forth across the doors and flipped upside down and then banged again on the cement.
Jesus. Lordy. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Grab your hot chocolate, your cappuccinos, your coffee, your whiskey. Grab what you're grabbing. Come on in. Laura, that was horrible. That's anger. Okay, so we are starting off. We went from I'm going to be nice to not nice very quickly. But don't judge yet. Just I'm refraining as well. Just hold back. Okay, hold on.
Because that's the only way that she can come up with what I heard her say. I have never in my life seen such stupidity. And I'll play you guys the clip. You guys will hear what I'm talking about. Such stupidity in my entire life. But just when I didn't think it could get any worse, it does. By Stone Gator's comment. I normally do not talk about expatrians. At least I try not to. Until they keep pushing and pushing and pushing. So Stone Gator, I have a question. Since I'm so horrible and you like to talk about me so bad, please tell me, where do you live? How old are you? Because last time I checked, Stone Gator, you're like 35, 36 years old, still living with mommy.
Laura, not necessary. Oh, auto deduction. It's not a open panel yet. I'm sorry, I don't have a link yet because I didn't open it yet. All right. See, I am against this because people always say this shit about me. I don't think, and whatever. Okay. She said they said it gets worse. All right. Hold on. Holding on. All right. that was like, if I would have knew the middle name, I would have threw out the middle name. That was definitely a mom, Laura. You know her? She's a bit of a shister. Well, thank you, Kaz, for confirming. Your your photo's so pretty.
You don't clean your home. You have no money to your name. You are like one of, even you took money from other Patreons. You fucking took money from other people. Why? Why don't you just go get a fucking job? You're obviously not making it on YouTube. So go get a job. Or I guess maybe now you're taking money from Dolly's people. I got news for you, Stone Gator. When Avery disses you, you're pretty bad. When even Avery wants nothing to do with you, that's pretty bad. Like really bad. I mean, honestly, no offense to Avery, but if you get dumped by Avery, you're in pretty bad shape.
No offense to Avery. With all the offense to Avery. Ooh, 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 Laura. All right. I'm going to stop. It's not a joke. Poor Avery. Oh, look, we got more people. Okay. She was treated so well by the whole family. Last time she was in love with Laura, I wonder what happened to her. So one of those type of subs, I got some of those. Hey, Morbid, I got some of those type of subs. Hey, Amber, how you doing? All right.
And she supported you really, really well. But I really don't understand. If you're so ineligible to work, then why don't you?
Yes, I was spying to see who was asking for a lake. I certainly was. All right.
You go get why are you on the internet all night? Just curious.
Mm,
Why are you? She supported you really, really. Avery, nothing, Stone Gator. When Avery disses you, you're pretty bad. When even Avery wants nothing to do with you, that's pretty bad. Like really bad. I mean, honestly, no offense to Avery, but if you get dumped by Avery, you're in pretty bad shape. And she supported you really, really well. But I really don't understand. If you're so ineligible to work, then why don't you go get?
Jason, you've been with me long enough to know better. Come on. The person, I've said this before, but I'll say it again. I know people like and dislike different people. Jason, you're an OG. You drink my Kool-Aid. I think you fell off this week from drinking it because you know better. People did make up rumors against Morbid, such as, if anybody can show solid proof, I haven't seen it. Matter of fact, I saw the opposite. The person who made the rumor came back and said they lied. Hey, Good Ike. Hey, KB. Hey, Celine. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Hazel. Hey, Barbie. Let's be nice, guys. All right. Yeah, I don't like the jazz. All right.
Why are you on the internet all night? Just
This,
curious.
yeah.
Why are you running your mouth everywhere? You could go get a job. You could work from home. You like left your mommy's house and couldn't survive.
See, that I disagree with, because that's the same thing Detective John was saying. But again, we don't know the history yet, because I didn't get to that yet. I will tell you, I've been in her shoes where people poke and poke and poke and poke and poke.
Like a week. So my
Hey,
Patreon
Solo.
gave you money. And what'd you do with it? Smoked it? And you think you have a right to talk about anybody? Okay, Avery, with your 6 supporters. So I'm just curious where you get off talking about anybody, because you should really take the time to worry about yourself instead of making a comment like, oh, I'm bored of Betty and JLR, so I just come in to talk about Laura. What the hell is wrong with you?
So I realized that that comment started off about my stream. So this person admitted that they came in my stream just to take a few jabs at Laura. That's disrespectful to me. I felt that was very disrespectful. So Laura's being mean again. That's not nice to me, Gator. That's very mean to me. I did not say no. You can have your opinions so long as they are done respectfully. I didn't even say a word about talking about Laura.
With you? Are you 12? You literally act like you're 12. I'm gonna get to the other one. I just gotta get this off my mind. But you literally act like you're 12. Yeah, you certainly have enough money for weed. No offense to weed smokers, but you certainly have money for weed.
No
But
offense, weed
you
smokers.
don't have money to maybe get your own apartment or live on your own or maybe help your mom out. You have no kids. Your mom adopted your niece, not you. So I'm just curious where you think you have the right to talk about anybody, especially someone who lives on their own, who survives on their own, who pays all their own bills, who has credit cards, who has 2 cars, who has 3 kids. We have football, we have this, we have that, we have registrations, we have everything. But guess what? Fuck you. You know what? I will drop you a link. I will. Is it okay with mommy? Did you get mommy's approval? I just want to know if you got mommy's approval, since we know you live with mommy.
Thank you. That's why I'm doing this stream, Coop Going Poop, because that is not true. I went through this with Voices. I spoke up about what Voices said, and that led to we are on now a year and a half of Voices saying shit about me everywhere she goes. Yeah. I speak out when I feel something is wrong. And in this case, I feel like a lot of people are only speaking out because they dislike Laura. And I'm going to add an opinion that others probably won't see or want to see because of their dislike for Laura. Doesn't mean I'm not going to hold Laura accountable because believe me, I can absolutely say she's done horrible shit, as have I. Now I'm hearing this and I'm going off this right now. All right.
She does need direction in life. I agree. No, she's just unemployed and lazy. They also smoke weed. Exactly. You got it. I'm waiting. I did drop the link. We were very good to her. She took money from Patreons behind my back. Like, who the fuck does that? And I didn't say a word. I literally didn't say a word. So she's in my Patreon taking money from my Patreons behind my back. Real good person. And I had never said anything until tonight. Tonight, gloves are off. Did mommy tell you not to come up? Yep. But at least Bombshell. Well, yeah, I was gonna say at least Bombshell took it from her own people, but then I forgot Tiffany. Still waiting. I guess mommy told you you couldn't come up. Don't you love people that ask for a link and then don't come up? So she asked me for a link to go on Dolly's channel. Make it make sense. She's not allowed. No, Spitfire, you can ask. Is she really on Dolly's channel talking about me when I give her a link? What does she think? Dolly's going to protect her? Dolly ain't protecting her. Believe that. Hey, Irish Gal. Irish Gal, you're big and nosy. Is she over on Dolly's talking about me when she asked me for a link? She took a link on Dolly's. Make it make sense. What a fucking idiot. Oh, what's the matter? She's scared. Did she get too scared? Like I said, when you get dumped by Avery, it speaks volumes. Even Avery. She used Avery. Literally used Avery up and then spit her out, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, she left Patreon. And as a matter of fact, she left Patreon for Avery. So I guess she's too scared to take a link. Oh, poor baby. Maybe mommy said no. So now let's go ahead and address why I went live. For those of you that know me, I think everyone in here is people that my regulars. I honestly am holding back everything I want to say. Okay, literally everything I want to say. Someone should go tell Dolly to make sure that she's not getting money off of his members or his people. I really think someone should go tell Dolly, and I'll tell Dolly myself. But yeah, Dolly needs to know that she gets money behind the scenes from people. And Dolly's got a lot more people in his Discord than I have in Patreon, or that's probably why she sticks around Dolly, because she's getting money from his people. I wouldn't doubt that for 1 second. Literally.
I'm going to offer my opinion on that, Oran, in just a moment.
For 1 second. So I will let Dolly know.
Hey, Fireflies.
I agree, D. So he would be so upset if that's, I don't know if it is, but she did it to me. Why wouldn't she do it to him? I peek, she's not on there now. Yes, talking about Gator. But I'll let him know. I never let anyone know before, but yeah, now I am. She's got Rosemary Bomb and started that whole mess. I don't know anything about that. She did that to Amber, Flavor Community too, and turned on them when they caught on to her. See? So turtles are catching on even. Yeah, really. Even Avery figured it out. All right, so let's move on to where her comment was made. And like I said, I am doing everything I can to not say something that I'm going to regret, and to not go too low with this one. I'm being really, really good. But this psycho bitch cannot shut the fuck up about me.
Now, right there, right? Thank you so much, Glory. Not even went on with these people. Money from Lara's members, like why? Right, that's what. So I didn't, LaDonna. So there is a lot to this. There's a lot to it. And what she's saying here is one thing. She's saying, like, and I get this, right? These people go at her all the time, is what she's saying. And she's saying she's at a breaking point. Unless you've been on the receiving end, it is very easy to judge when you reach that breaking point. I'm not justifying it. I'm just offering some, maybe look at it from a different perspective. Calm down.
Every day. And I ignore it. When I heard this clip, she is so lucky that she has it on 20-minute members or whatever. Like, you have to be a subscriber for 20 minutes. That's when I decided to go live, because I was going to call her the fuck out. Listen to this comment. And the tone in her voice about it makes it that much worse. I'm trying to keep it classy, D. I am. I really am. But I want this dumb bitch to explain to me. Not explain to me. I want her to back up this comment. She talks about MS. This bitch is so lucky.
Hey, Zero.
That I have way more class than she does.
Hey, Bella.
Because the comment I just heard was not only comical, But the reason it infuriated me is because nobody can be this fucking stupid. Nobody.
So it infuriated her. She's infuriated. What are your melons? Hello. For his 23rd birthday. Happy birthday to your grandson. People don't belong to a certain creator. We can enjoy whoever we want and support who we like. Even the creators we watch hate each other. That's true. That's true.
She just can't be this stupid. Here, listen to this comment. This is why you don't help anyone unless you truly can afford it and don't expect anything from the recipient. Not even a thank you, water off the back, let her drain away. And I agree with that too. Thanks, Tommy. But listen to this. Oh, I'm fucking livid.
Thank you, LaDonna. Hey, Jay. Hey, not so silent watcher.
So before we hear that, let me show you guys, just so you know.
Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, if you're going to come in under an alt account of Laura, you're going to have to find another account to come in under. I don't like when people do that to me. I don't like when people allow alt accounts of me in their chat. Already, I know what your opinion is, and I think it is, yeah, it's very immature and inappropriate. So please do not do that.
So this is, someone asked, they want to see Stone Gator's comment. So there's Stone Gator's comment, Sweet Misery, Stone Gator, whatever. I only saw bout. What the hell is bout with a capital B? Please tell me what bout is. I only saw bout, JLR, and BHB. It gets boring for me anyways. That's why I pop in to talk about Laura, LOL. Talk to my face, bitch. Why can't you talk to my face? Why do you got to talk about me behind my back?
Hey, Dynamite.
Dumb fat bitch. Okay. I had to pass that to get to the clip, so bear with me. Why is it open here? All right. All right. Now, she is afraid to talk to my face, but she can run her mouth behind my back, especially in this stalkers chat. So this bitch got a comment that I guess she couldn't handle. And the comment says, honestly, didn't even read the comment the first time, but let's read it together before we hear the clip. Remy says her comment was not about you. Your live was disgusting. How would you like people calling you a liar about your MS? I think she's a liar about her MS. I want to see proof. She wants to run around saying everyone's lying. I want proof that she's got MS, or I'm going to drag her from now until fucking next week, unless she proves that she has MS, because I think she's a liar. I also want to see her on camera, or I'm going to drag her from now until the end of time. Hey, Yarn. She says, I have lupus, or the person commenting said, I have lupus and lots of kidney function, but get.
I don't think it's just that comment, Tess. I think it's a accumulation of all the comments, which I will get to. Am I blocked already? You are not blocked. Yes, thank you, Tanya. I'd appreciate that. All right. So. Oh, it's a shame you don't like me anymore because I'm going over a stream. I'm sorry. I've never saw your name before, but I'm sorry to disappoint. I hope you have a better night. Thank you.
Get up and work every day. Good for you. Would you like me to say you shouldn't get disability and compare? Hey, if she can get online and run her mouth every day, I think she could work. Maybe disability should know that she's making money on YouTube. I think that's a good idea. A lot of us have gone through cancer. Uterine for me in my 20s, stage 3A. Ouch. She has breast cancer, and anyone who comes to YouTube looking for factual information on cancer or any other illness is ridiculous. Calling her racist is horrible. And then, of course, the shots about her looks and her voice accent have to be included. You are in no position to judge anyone or be part of any movement involving internet bullying. Leave people who are battling illnesses alone for all people and not just the ones you like. A fucking men.
Now, that comment, I agree with that comment 100%. I do agree with this comment. You know, leave people alone. That comment, I guess, is over on that video. Think this behavior will get her anywhere good. It's so funny to watch. Well,
thank you, Remy. Okay.
Now, hey, Piper.
Let me also state before I play this clip, I don't know what her live was before that, but isn't it funny that she thinks Jaws is good looking? She thinks that she has a right. Isn't she part of this say no to internet bullying? She has no idea what internet bullying is, but she might find out. She literally might find out. It is an excellent comment, Remy. I agree. And I'm sorry for everything that you're going through. But again, I don't know what
transpired. Hey, Connie.
I don't know what this comment had to do
with. Hey, OG.
But let's see how she responds to it. You ready? I don't think you guys are going to be ready for this.
Like I have said before, Laura is extremely fucking lucky, and she is milking, absolutely fucking milking this fucking cancer shit.
Can someone please tell me how I'm milk?
All right. So right there, first mention of health comes up, right? She's milking this cancer shit. Oh, you guys are a rough chat, huh? Milking this cancer shit is what she says. Okay. I think this would upset anybody. Anybody would be upset. I don't think she is either. I would like to know why this person feels she is. Maybe that would help explain things. But that's the first mention of health.
My cancer shit. Please tell me. You have no idea how that pissed me off. And not pissed me off because I'm worried about it being true. Because she's friends with someone who is beyond milking it. Beyond. But yet she wants to put this on me? Are you fucking kidding me? This can't be real life. I am the only person that hasn't fucking milked it. Are you kidding me? But here she's friends with a person who did an Oscar performance to get pain pills for a cancer that she doesn't even fucking have anymore. Wow. Just wow. I can't even tell you how this twisted me. I want her to back up how I'm milking my cancer. Please tell me. I barely even fucking talk about it. Just wow.
So I'm taking it that this person is friends with Alicia, who just got brought into this. I keep seeing this across YouTube, and quite frankly, it as an outsider, it is absolutely aggravating and it is wrong. Alicia is Alicia and Laura is Laura. They both are on a journey. Each journey is separate. Each journey is different. And the comparisons need to stop. They need to stop. There's no comparison. Hey, DC.
Just fucking wow. Thank you. Thank you, D. I can't even begin to tell you how that shit twisted me. And again, because we see someone who legit is milking it, and it's not me. I have not asked for anything related to my cancer at all. I want this dumb bitch to back up her content. You put a statement out like that, you better be able to back it up. And I want to see her on camera. I want to see the proof that she's got MS, because I got news for you. You're not, if you're in so much trouble, Thank you, Yarn. And you're in so much pain. Why are you up at 2:30 in the morning? Shouldn't you be in bed? Ugh. Ugh. So let's continue with this clip. I don't believe she has MS either. I think she's a fucking liar. I don't think that's her picture. I think she's a phony. I think she's a fraud. And I want to see some proof. And she didn't say, oh, I'm so glad this. No.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like she, by saying she wants to see proof, she is being, she's doing what they've done to her, because yes, she has shown proof. Highway. Laura has shown proof on her channel. She has shown it.
No, she's kissing her friend Makeup Mobster's ass. That's what this is about. But I really do want to see. I want her to back this shit up. Exactly, sweet one. I have not asked for a fucking dime. I have not used it to make money. I have not used it for sympathy. I have not downplayed it. I have not. Her friend Alicia is the one that's milking her cancer. But she's too fucking dumb to see it. That's not my problem. This bitch better keep my name out of her mouth. But let's continue with the clip. We got 10 seconds left.
Oof.
And that is my opinion. Okay?
Nobody cares about
Hey,
your
Allie.
opinion when it comes to my cancer. The fuck is wrong with you?
Chicken
Why don't you
noodle.
come on camera? Why don't you show your ugly fat face? Because the picture that I'm seeing, that ain't you, bitch. You know it, and I know it. You're like a 60-year-old woman. That's like a 12-year-old kid. Try again. But you're gonna talk about someone else's looks? Get the fuck out of here. You wish you looked this good. And guess what? I can walk all over.
The
I can fucking run.
obnoxiousness is
Can
getting to
you?
be
Nah, you can't.
obnoxious.
Don't even get me fucking started. So let's continue. Thank you, Kumi.
She's going to be just fine.
Have I not said that? Haven't I said I'm gonna be?
Whoa, wait a minute. Rewind. Hold on. Give me a second. All right. I can just imagine by how. All right, give me 1 second. Hey, Southern Gale.
Wish you looked this good. And guess what? I can walk all over. I can fucking run. Can you? Nah, you can't. Don't even get me fucking started. So let's continue. Thank you, Kumi.
She's going to be just fine.
Have I not said that? Haven't I said I'm gonna be just fine? Maybe, just maybe, when I'm running through the fields and you're sitting in bed, miserable, talking about me, maybe, just maybe, you ask yourself, was this karma? Do I have MS because I'm a miserable bitch? Do I have MS because I constantly talk shit about other people? While you're watching me run through the fields.
Laura. This is a situation of, does one wrong make a right? Do two rights make a wrong? Does a wrong make a right? Hey, chicken feet. That is horrible. So I'm assuming the woman has MS. Here, here's the thing. It was uncalled for, and it's also equally as uncalled for this woman to speak on Laura's health, right? Both are wrong. Both are not okay. Um, I agree. We waste a lot of our precious time and energy. Both of these women could be using their platforms to educate people on what they're going through. Both these people can absolutely use their platforms to teach about MS, to teach about breast cancer, to not do this. This isn't necessary. None of this is necessary. And I listen. I'm not trying to preach to anybody. I've made mistakes. I've gotten upset. I've said things. I am no better than anybody. But in this situation, why not use these things for good? Why not use these things to educate the masses instead of hate? The hate. Everybody's hating. Yeah, I mean, you get pushed, you get pushed, you get pushed, but still, as if really. You, and here's the thing: who clipped this? Who clipped what Whispers was saying? Anybody? You know?
Me, I am going to slowly but surely over my like.
Guess what? I don't care. I don't care if you have MS. I don't care. I hope that I'm not going to say it. Because Yarn is here, I'm not going to say it. If Yarn wasn't here, I might say it. But because Yarn's here, I'm going to be good. I swear I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to be good. For Yarn. Yarn, Field, you saved me. Because I was about to say something that wouldn't take back.
I disagree, but I will be taking a look, but I disagree. She educates people to say she's milking it. Say if we feel we were pushed to that point, that's a hard now. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying I wish that both people would calm down and think about what they're saying and what they're doing. She has called Laura's cancer fake, and now she's saying, okay, well, is your MS real? The whole I can walk and you can't thing, that's fucked, man. That is fucked. No, nobody ever clips what the first person says. Talking about Alicia's cancer and she's lying. I listen. Wait, technically, Alicia's talking about Laura, talking about Alicia's cancer, and she's lying about procedures about Alicia's cancer, not Laura's. But I listen to Laura, and I fairly rarely do I hear her mention Alicia. Now, listen, I don't listen to every stream, but I don't hear Alicia come out often when I do listen. If you guys can direct me otherwise, but we're going to be taking a look at all of that. Don't worry.
So I look up and I saw Yarn's sign. Timmy, you can go bye-bye. Bye-bye. Have a good day. I did, Yarn. I saw you and I said, whoop. I got to hold back. Got to take that one back. So I did. Taking that one back. Breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. And that's what I'm doing. Breathing in and breathing out.
Deep
I
breaths.
just don't know.
Deep breaths.
This bitch has the audacity. Is she jealous because I'm going to be okay? I'm sorry. I really am. Saying someone doesn't have cancer when they do isn't an opinion. It's misinformation. Saying I'm milking it is the craziest thing I ever heard. Marianne, I don't know. I don't even talk about this girl. I don't go do lives every single night about this bitch. I don't care about her. I don't care if she drops dead. That's how meaningless she is to me. I don't know why I'm so important to her. But the only thing I can think of is jealousy. And I wish I knew where that clip was. Oh, wait, no, because it doesn't even show. Because I want to hear the rest of it. I would like to hear where she started say, where she's going to be just fine. And I'm going to be, I'm sorry, that's not my problem. It's literally not my problem that you have MS, if you even have it. Don't be jealous of me because I'll be running through fields when I'm 70 and you'll probably be dead. That's not my problem. Don't make it my problem. I don't care what you do. And I honestly don't know why you care what I do. Yep, that's right. She uses me to get that $1,000 paycheck in subs. Yeah, good luck with that one. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve money. You have 3,000 subs. You want a $1,000 paycheck? Get the fuck out of here. Believe me, you're going to regret this. Trust me on that. I need someone fucking to talk about. You know what? I'll just make you my content. You and your MS. And I'll actually be running through fields when I do it. Jelly? Send you some peanut butter for your jelly? Fuck out of here. I'm sorry, Irish gal. I'm not talking to you though, Irish gal. She is a hate channel. She's absolutely vile. So what does she think? You should see the chat right now. It's hysterical. I'm the bad one now. I'm so wrong. This fat bitch can talk about me every single day, but as soon as I clap back, I'm the wrong one? Nah, I don't think so. It don't work like that. She's going to get a taste of what she gives, and let's see how she likes it. See, that's the problem. And I get where Betty's at with this.
Let me finish
These
it out.
people think that because they're such small creators, that they could say whatever they want to people that have paid their dues on this platform, for people that work their ass off to get the subs that they have. So they think because we have over 20,000 subs, then they can say whatever they want and they can do whatever they want. Like we're too big to go for someone like her. No, it don't work like that, sweetheart. It don't work like that at all. Try again. I can't let the acting for pills. I didn't know what you were talking about first. It took me a minute. Yes, that's what a lot of people are saying. I'm sorry, Perpetua, it's not at you. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking that what this girl said and what she has said about me, how she goes after me every single night, how she said my cancer wasn't real, but most importantly, she said how I'm milking my cancer. That threw me over the edge. So I apologize to anyone that has a mess. It has nothing to do with you guys.
All right, so that's why there are no clips or discussed behavior. People know Laura doesn't strike, so they clip her disgusting behavior. So there was that side, right? We hear that side, and you do hear Laura saying, I'm going to do what they do to me. Does it justify the words that were said? No. Nope, doesn't. But why were they said? And I feel like nobody ever wonders why. Nobody ever asks why. Because we don't care about why, right? We just, if we dislike somebody, we straight away want to see what is going on. I mean, we don't care what's going on. We just want to judge them on what they say. So let's see why. I don't know anything about any of them, but I don't appreciate being restreamed. There's no reason why you can't come and join the chat. All right. Let me just clarify something, because it is you, Brianna. Just because people don't speak in a vile manner, just because they don't say things like as grossly as perhaps Laura just did, doesn't mean that what they're saying and doing isn't vile. Do you know what I mean? So just because she's not saying it in such a very crude way, doesn't mean it's not vile. Well, Genevieve, I guess when they're both going at each other, right? At this point, they both have cancer and they're both going at each other. So, and one goes a little more than the other. So I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Shouldn't it be a time where they can educate the masses instead? But anyway, let's watch this video here because somebody suggested it. We get through all the dancing characters. This is cute. All right. I think we're ready. Almost there. Okay. So it's TPA. Let's go.
This video is fair use. It is transformative and is protected under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is needed for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, reporting, teaching, and more.
All right. I'm going to ignore it.
So this video, I don't even know what to say at this point. It's difficult. I don't even want to be doing it, but I am compelled to do it. And that is why I make videos. I make videos because I feel some sort of strong urge to make them. That's the only reason. I don't do it because I want money. I don't do it because, ooh, this looks so cool. No, I do it because something urges me to do it. And when I have an opinion on something, that is exactly what happens. So here we go. Ugh. I don't even like it already. So all we can do is see how it goes. This video is my opinion, and it definitely doesn't mean I don't like the people who have opposite opinions of me. It's me. But that's what makes it so difficult. But here we go.
And this is what it comes down to. And I think this is where a lot of subscribers fall. It makes you feel like you don't even want to be part of it anymore. Like comparing voices to Laura and this and that. There's no comparison. Take each person where they're at. With me, it's personal. With voices, it's personal for me, right? That won't stop you, Tess, from being in a chat where she's on panel, will it? Right? So where people want others to hold others accountable or feel the way they feel, it's not always going to happen. And that's why. Because let's face it, like my title says, wrong is wrong and right is right. But there's always a but. But you like this person, but they haven't done anything to you. But you haven't heard that side. But they're trying to be different. Sometimes there's no but. What Laura said was fucking horrific. Absolutely horrific. There's no comparison. There's no comparing it to what Voices has said or what this person said. Take it at what is that. It was horrible. Period. We don't have to compare.
Laura did a live the other day saying she has a lump on her breast and had been to medical appointments, and she explains them on her live stream. There have been a few people and creators who seem to think she is lying and took the opportunity to call her out on it. For me, it's about the hypocrisy as well as the medical misinformation being spread. If I could stress one thing and one thing only, it would be to please go watch these live streams for yourself. I can't clip it all, and this is only my opinion.
Thank you.
To form your own proper opinion, please go watch.
They want to talk about anyone's medical situation. Even if they bring it up themselves, I don't feel like it's my place to speak on it. However, when other people are dogging it,
so
dissecting
to be honest,
and taking it apart, I guess it's just triggered me. So I need to speak on it. I need to give my opinion.
I get that some of you people like the person that is talking, but I don't advertise in my chat. Because look what happened the other day. I had an open panel, and with the open panel, people started saying, you associate with this person, you associate with this person. No. So I don't advertise in my chat. I'm sorry. The only way I will advertise is if I'm playing their video. Respectfully.
Opinions on it. I didn't want to spend a lot of time clipping because I don't really have room on my phone to clip stuff.
This
I
tragedy
don't have room on my
exposed.
have all these extra things, runs out of room. So I don't have a lot of room.
Versus review.
I am going to bring up on a live that Makeup Monster did today. Here is the link to the video that we are going to check out. This is Makeup Monster, and she is talking about the live that Laura did earlier. Her, overlay or whatever on her lives is breast cancer. Okay, she is trying to sell candles. All of a sudden for breast cancer. Okay, and yes, October is definitely Breast Cancer Awareness Month. But I will tell you that Laura did not start any of this breast cancer stuff until after it was brought out about Alicia, and it was about halfway through, at least halfway through October. And all of a sudden it became so important to her. So that should kind of tell you something, just a little bit, whatever, okay? But Laura has taken it even further because, of course, now she's had a mammogram. Oh, they found a lump. She's going to have biopsy. If it comes back, she's going to have a double mastectomy.
Yeah, that is not at all how she said it. If it comes back, oh, I'm going to have a double mastectomy, guys. Anyway, that's very out of context there. So we'll see here in a few.
Now, isn't that up? And I'm not saying anything like against Laura, okay? About having breast cancer, lung cancer, whatever the fuck cancer, okay?
Well, you kind of are.
I truly hope that it comes back that she doesn't. I really truly hope. And that is if she's actually doing this. If they actually found something. If she's actually having a biopsy. If all of what she's saying is true.
All right, let's listen to a little bit of what Laura said on her live. Just small parts of it because like I said, I don't have room to clip all of it. So I really hope you guys go watch all of the links that I put in the description. It would be very helpful to form an opinion for yourself.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised at the technology because I thought she was going to say, well, that's why we have to do a biopsy because we don't know, it could be a fibroid or something. This morning, I went there at 10:30. Hey, Jay, my appointment was 10:30. And now I have to go back Wednesday for the biopsy. And then I'll have the results Thursday and then set up genetic testing. I may do genetic testing regardless. So if I go with my gut, I'll tell you what my gut tells me. My gut tells me it's the biopsy is going to come back.
Congratulations, KB. I'm sorry to hear that, Fragile. You can't pick and choose when to believe someone. Right. I agree with that.
fact that it's breast cancer, and they're going to be able to remove it. Something in me tells me I have the gene, but they'll still be able to remove it either way. I'm not dying. Nothing bad's going to happen to me. It's not going to metastasize and take over my whole body. That's what my gut tells me.
So, in my opinion, Laura's just going through the scenarios here, kind of like anyone else would, whether in their head or out loud to their friends or on their YouTube channel. She's just kind of going through the scenarios. I think it's totally normal. My opinion.
With my gut and what my gut tells me, it is small. Yeah, I would just get the lumpectomy unless I have the gene. If I have the gene, there's no point. They said it's like a 60%.
Correct me if I'm wrong, moderator, but did she literally say that it was on behalf of Alicia's, or was it just October and Breast Cancer Awareness Month? Creators can't say anything without getting attacked. Feel bad for you. Mike is endless, and I go through it. Tammy's welcome. Thank you so much. Welcome back. I go through it, and it is exhausting. Now, did she say on behalf of Alicia, or did she say, because it's Christmas, or I'm sorry, because it was October? Oh, on behalf. Okay. All right.
Chance of getting it again if you have the gene. I'm hoping I don't. And a simple lumpectomy and remove.
But Alicia didn't have a problem with that then, did she? Because they were friends. Right. She was supporting a friend, right? I mean, did Alicia care at that point? I don't think so. Well, I'm asking the people that are saying it, Laura. If they're saying it, then I suspect they would know it. And this is when they were friends. So it wasn't a problem until they were no longer friends. Then it became a problem. Right. That's what I was getting at.
Move it and be done with it. That would be awesome. It's somehow, I just don't think it would be that simple in my life. My life is never that simple.
Right. Good.
When something happens to me, it's got to be full blast. Go for the gold. Yeah, everything is moving really quickly, which is good.
But it's a good thing, right, Crazy Gemini? It's a good thing.
And that's why I said it's not a long, physical long. It's just a lot of steps. I agree, Harley. But again, it's just one of those things. What am I going to do? There's nothing I can do.
So I chose some of these parts of Laura's live because Makeup Mobster and Forgotten Whispers, they go over some of the other parts, so I wanted to include these parts for context. So that's why you don't hear the beginning of her live and her explaining stuff, because they're going to do that part.
Yeah, nothing in my lymph nodes. That was the first thing she said to me. We checked lymph nodes. There's nothing in there. I said, awesome. Yeah, I feel positive because there's nothing I can do. It's just I have to go through the steps. I have to go through the process. And when I get to a life-altering stage, when I have to make real decisions, I think then I'm going to be a lot more stressed out. You know what I mean? Right now, it's just I have to go through the process. But I'm almost in shock. But there's no reason. Even old boy was telling me, there's nothing I can do. There's no reason to stress at this point. Well, hopefully Fragile, I won't even need it. Hopefully it's not genetic and they could just do a simple lumpectomy and be done. That would be nice.
No, not even an hour.
So just keep in mind what Laura's saying and how she's saying it, and it's in context in this.
And I think that's one thing that drives people nuts is that Laura has had an uppity. Why it would drive them nuts, I don't know. But she has been very cheerful, not cheerful. I mean, she's handling it how she can, right? We don't know what she does offline, how it hits her, any of that. Cancer alerts are live and said that Alicia was, well, it wasn't shortly. There were things in between that. Listen up. There were things in between that. This was about 40 minutes ago.
Situation. Not so much when the other creator is retelling it. So yeah, just keep in mind what you just heard. It is what it is.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to stress over having to get a mastectomy when we're not anywhere near that stage yet. You know what I mean? I have to get to that stage first. I'm not there yet. Once, I'm just going to follow the process and whatever it is, it is. Yeah. Exactly. One day, thing at a time. That's how I feel.
I agree.
All right, let's go back to Forgotten Whispers and see what they're saying.
But anyways, through all of this, like I said, it comes back that Laura does not have cancer. Okay, I really do. If this is all true and she's going through all of this, then of course I hope that no matter how I feel about somebody, I would not wish cancer on them. No, I wouldn't. I just wouldn't. So, and no, and Laura is not claiming yet that she has cancer, but she is claiming that she had a, oh God, I can't even think of the word now. You know, a boob test, you know, you put your boob in the machine, they clamp down, they, you know, squish the shit out of your tits and take pictures and all that stuff. She said she had one of those. And she said that they found a lump and that they were going to do a biopsy and that she would, you know, figure it out. Mammogram. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah. Yeah.
So all the ifs that you're hearing, in my opinion, are implications that Laura could be lying. And you'll hear later that she does think that she's lying. Laura is a lot of things.
Do you know a timestamp for that? Because if that's true, then that's no different than what Laura said, right? So that's what I mean. At what point, when you were going back and forth with people, at what point do you think you're going to come out better, looking better? That's just as bad. It's the same thing. If, right. Because they're already doubting her. They don't like her. That's why.
But one thing I don't think she is a cancer liar, a cancer scammer. I don't think she would do that. I really don't.
Crazy. So, but we'll look at what Laura has to say. We'll absolutely look at that. So,
I set up, I don't know, ever since COVID, and I kind of like it. I set up like a little Halloween table outside with light and everything. Mammogram finding thing.
there we go.
Yeah, I know, Mona. I'm seeing it too, girl. Seeing it too, girl. Trying to reserve judgment, you know, on this platform. I watched a little bit of her live. I'm trying to reserve judgment, but
Dizzy, you were in her live. I'm interested, and of course, like, we try not to judge over here, in our chats. My chats, I try to keep my chats open, for people to ask their questions, and you know, we'll try to you know, answer them. And I also like to ask questions of you guys as well. So, like, what did you think about what Laura was saying in her live? Did you believe her?
Well, I believe her. I'll tell you that.
So, like, for example, that right there, that being said, hey, Denise, that being said, how is that any different than what Laura said? Who's better than who? The difference is that people went and clipped Laura, and because they disliked her, they went live with it, but they didn't clip the why it happened. Right, it does. It takes a lot of research, which is why, you know, these jumping on lives and just talking about topics because you dislike the person doesn't work out. Hate bonding because you also dislike the same person doesn't work out. A lot of times these people will fall apart by doing so. So yeah, I agree. You have to actually know the players of a place to actually speak on it. You have to kind of been around and seen things and know it. You can't just jump in because, you know, well, it looks like easy shit to do. It's not, but this one came after Laura first and has been for weeks. The brainwashed subs of Laura's is just as ridiculous as the haters. Well, that's not really fair either. I was in a chat today. She did not say that GW is cancer. She said that she hopes GW will be fair and see both sides. Who? No, what I'm saying is they said that this was her karma. I don't know. All comments don't show up on StreamYard.
I would much rather be wrong and apologize later than accuse someone of lying.
Her. And second of all, don't you think it's a little bit of a coincidence that she has been talking about Alicia for quite some time about her cancer? And now all of a sudden, like, Laura's kind of going through it. Didn't it seem sort of like she's just kind of inserting herself into Alicia's story, maybe for attention? That's the way that I see it, is that she's looking for attention. She is looking to sell candles, okay? And she's looking to collect money.
Well, and fair enough. But the way I see it is she's always looking to sell candles and collect money. That's her job. That's how she pays her bills. So I guess this is no different. But not another.
That she basically shit on Alicia for all of that, and now all of a sudden, oh, she's going through it now. I don't know. It just seems a little wonky. I don't know.
Well, from what I remember, Laura was pretty supportive of Alicia at the start, and then I guess she called her a hypochondriac, and Alicia didn't like that, which I wouldn't either. And then Alicia went and did a couple of lives about Laura and that situation, and then Laura got upset, and it went back and forth. So I think that's what happened. I don't remember much about what she said about Alicia and the cancer situation, but I do know that she was being very supportive in the beginning, and then that happened. but if my memory serves me correctly, she more or less was dogging on her about being a hyper.
You know what my opinion is when it comes to Alicia and Laura? I'll be honest. My opinion is the internet is pinning them against each other. But right, Brianna, but that's no better. That is no better. That person that said that is no better. You know what I mean? Rather she was mocking or quoting Laura or not, she still said that maybe Laura's cancer was karma. Therefore, that comment's no better, period. Just like when Laura said, prove to me that you have MS. She was saying, because they're saying prove you have cancer, although she did prove it. I feel like it is the people of YouTube, it is the subscribers, and they are all trying to they keep comparing the situations, and they keep, it's like weaponizing of the cancer, if you ask me. For example, there's somebody that knows neither of these ladies. They don't know neither. All they know is that Laura's been on my panel. Therefore, they're automatically siding with Alicia and trying to advertise her out of hate. They don't know Alicia. They know nothing about her. All they know is, oh, we must be on the same side. And that's where it gets to be ridiculous. Oh, Julie. Right. I don't see that. I mean, wouldn't you be thankful that maybe your journey, like, it's not what we're on YouTube for? Thank you so much, Hazel. Thank you so much, Mike. Wouldn't you be thankful that your journey helped somebody? But then it did. It seemed like it turned into a competition, and I'm not sure who's doing it. I do know if I go and look, which I can do that right now because I think people are getting the idea with that stream. But if we go over here, this is where it's sad. I almost don't even know if I should do it. Simply just not to advertise. But all right, maybe I'll do it this way. What do you want, Nellie? What do you want? All right, so if we go over to here, and we look at this, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 just there. 7. We go over to the community, and it's the same thing. It's a lot of talk about Laura. Look, Laura a racist. Laura has I mean, it's a lot of talk about Laura. If we go over to Laura's, I'm not seeing the same. Do you see what I mean there? So at what point does one person have a breaking point? Because we've all had one, right? We've all had one. Now add this on top. And listen, I know people are thinking, oh, Rainey's not being fair. I am. I'm being very fair. You can see Laura's fucking yelling at me in the chat. Sorry, Laura. I'm just going to keep it 100. I'm sorry. Here's the facts. You have a person, you have 2 women right now, 2 women that are going through breast cancer. 2 separate journeys, 2 separate medical backgrounds, 2 separate everything. There's no need to be compared. There's no need to compare the 2. Then you have MM, who goes live all the time about Laura, and you have Alicia there. You had Alicia over on QBs today. You know, what Laura said was absolutely horrific. Yes, nobody can take that away. But at the same time, and I'm not saying it as an excuse, I'm saying it as a fact, who hasn't had a breaking point? Well, Taz, I agree with that, but who's to say it? Whose breaking point is low and what's lower? You know what I mean? Who's to say, like, So for me, it could be it was low when Wispy or whatever her name is turned around and said, "Oh, she doesn't even have it. She doesn't even have it." Yeah, probably would, Purple. Probably would. Well, you know how I feel about that, Tess. You know how I feel about that when everybody says, "Oh, but that's just voices." That we all know that's how she is. We know how she is. You know what I mean? So yeah, some people just they do that, right? Well, we know how they are. I'm not doing that. I'm not saying that. You need to grow the F up. Oh my God, I would never show anyone on here my cancer reports. I'm such a foul mood. Like, someone stole $100 of carpet. Good point, Fragile. Thank you for bringing that too. We don't know what somebody is going through outside of YouTube. You just admitted you're in a foul mood. You're in here. You're like, grow the fuck up. You're cursing them out because you've had an outside factor. We never know what somebody's outside factor is. What I do know is at the end of the day, there is entirely too much going on one person. And I, take it how you will. I've experienced it. When does it stop? When does it stop? There comes a time when it takes one person to pause, and I say things cruel to others to be the better person. Right. So it's not just like there was a one-time stream and this person was like, oh, Laura doesn't even have cancer. No, it's a constant thing. From what I'm being told, it is constant. It's going on and on and on. She didn't speak on Laura after watching her. So where was that? What was that stream Laura was playing? Right. So what was that? Did you miss that part where that was stated? Where she literally said, I don't, said again about Laura not having cancer. Absolutely. I think we all bring shit on ourselves. That was before TPE's video? Really? Well, I don't know. When was that video? A month ago? So Laura just decided. Okay, let's go. Hold on. All right, let's play this. Well, Rowana, people have breaking points at different points. And this, and I'll tell you what, because there's one creator that constantly does this to me that says, oh, I never speak on Granny. I never speak on Granny, but she speaks on me in all the chats and all the other panels. Thank you, Southern. So, there's also that. Who puts someone down when they're struggling with cancer? Tess, do you see what I'm saying? It goes both ways. Nobody's better in this argument. You got to please catch my comment above. Sorry, going. I might have missed it. Let me look over here. I'm sorry. You gotta please catch my comment above. Yeah, I don't see it. I can't even get back up there. Sorry about that, Tess. All right. You got to remember, these ladies were friends at one point, so it's a little more personal for them. So although we don't know every single detail, I do know what it's like to get to a point where you've had enough. Or are you talking about what Laura just said right here, where she said, I wouldn't care if she dropped dead? That's not wishing death. That's just saying I care so little, but people won't leave me alone. That's what I took that as. It has, Remy. It has. I'm seeing that. I just wish people would humanize people a little bit better. How much can one person take is kind of similar to Betty, right? If you look around, you will see all these people tearing Betty to bits, even when she's cooking. I see the same thing happening with Laura. I don't see it being done to the people Laura responded to, though. Really, Tess? I watch a good bit of Laura, and I don't. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I miss a part. I don't see it. I don't hear it. Mm. Are we human? Are we dancers? Tiny dancer. She does, Amber. And these people keep saying she doesn't, and they're comparing her to Alicia, and Alicia's comparing herself to Laura, and you know, and that's what I'm saying. People are saying don't go at Laura, or don't go at Alicia because she has cancer, but why isn't the same respect being shown to Laura? It goes both ways. Well, there you go, Oren. All right, we can agree on that. Jay, I kind of disagree with that. Literally wished death on BHB the other night because she was mad about BHB's stance on the George Floyd. Oh, look at that. That's interesting. People here depend on YouTube people and don't have family. They get too attached to the internet. Well, it's called parasocial relationships, and they are a real thing. And I do feel like there are a lot of people that hold some creators to every word they say, but not others. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sure it is hard for subscribers. That relationship. I see it, moderator. That is how you see it. I that's how you see it. Laura's a creator everyone picks on. That needs to stop. And it probably does have a lot to do with the fact that she does have the subs and she doesn't respond to everybody. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying she doesn't say things. We all say things. Why doesn't it, like, and where are people to call out what was said on Queens, right? If somebody said on Queens that karma is Laura getting cancer, why isn't that called out? Multiple times a day, does QB need to sit silently as Laura lies and lies and lies? Wait, what? This has nothing to do with Queen, quite frankly. Laura and Queen don't like each other. It has nothing to really do with her. And don't really have opinions on Wispy, not just the situation. A lot of people can't when it comes down to two different people. One they hate does all the wrong. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it's sad. I don't hate Laura or anyone. Well, thank you. Oh, Rwanda, I thought you were being like genuine there. Like, can't we all just be genuine and just remember? All right, well, that's a fair point, right? She puts herself on a public platform. Who wrote that? So does your favorite creator. So does your favorite creator deserve to constantly be spoken about every single stream? There we go. Let me see that. All right. Thank you. 13 hours ago. Here we go. Let's see. So she said her moderator's in here. Now you said she never speaks on her. So let's see. Give me just 1 second. Oh, that won't even change us. Hold on. Hello. You're muted right now, just so you know.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay. I am Lady A, otherwise known as Dark Horse.
Oh, hi. Nice to meet
Hi.
you.
Nice to meet you. First off, I mean, I have a lot to say right now just because I've been in a few different streams, including Laura's, and I have my own opinions because I have a deep history in breast cancer, including my sister has done 15 years in breast cancer research. And so as I started to state my opinion, as Dark Horse on a different device, I was blocked. Like I can't even talk, like completely blocked from your channel. And as you know, Dark Horse has been in contact with you and your channel for several days now, right?
Yeah. You were blocked
Okay.
here?
So I don't understand why. Yeah, I can't even chat, and it's been for like 15 minutes or more. So I'm sure I'm blocked in your chat.
Wait,
I don't
tonight
go
that
on
happened?
panel because 15
Oh,
minutes ago I stated my opinion. I stated my opinion about the entire situation with Laura, and my question with Laura was that got me blocked in her chat was, you know, you require people to prove that they have deaths in their family. You ask them to prove that they have specific illnesses.
Who did she ask? I'm sorry. Who did she ask to prove that there was a death in their family?
I'm not sure. I saw this in Queen's chat. I'm not sure who it was that said that. I'm not sure.
But you know, just because somebody says it doesn't make it true, right?
No, I understand that, but like in watching Laura over a year and a half, and I only watch Laura because I'm mostly appalled by her, and it's sort of like poking that sore that sort of hurts but feels good type thing. I only like poke into her channel because I'm mostly appalled by how she treats people. But then I sort of go back in because I'm just curious to like how deeper it can get for her, sort of thing. And so like just listening to the things that she says, not just to Wispy, because I also follow Wispy, but then there's the stuff that she says about Queen Bee, and it's just anybody that like crosses her path. She's so obsessed with everything else. This bitch is a liar. Okay. That's why you blocked me, right? Laura? Because I got something right to say. This just blows my mind. Laura, if you could just provide yourself what you ask everybody else to do for you, then that would be amazing. You ask for people to do things for you. Show that you have MS. Show that you have, this death in your family. Show that you have this going on in your life. Prove to me.
Wait 1 second though, because it was Wispy that said first that Laura doesn't have cancer. She just said it last night.
No, I know.
So Laura responded back and said, then show me proof you have MS. Why do you think you're entitled to my medical, which Laura has shown, but you don't have to prove your medical? So for you to say like, oh, show me you have that. Well, she said it first. And that whole thing about she wanted proof of death, that's just ridiculous. Think of the context there. A woman wants to buy candles.
Let's talk about Alicia.
Well, wait. Let me finish what I'm saying first, please, if you don't mind. Because this comment this woman makes, if you break it down, it makes no sense. She wanted to buy a memorial candle for a loved one that passed away. And you mean to tell me a business owner wants proof that the person passed before she'll just make the product? And that doesn't even make logical sense.
No, it doesn't.
Right. So let's stop using that against her. It's a fake situation.
Okay. Well, okay. So let's go back to her accusing Wispy of not even having MS.
Let's go back to Wispy accusing Laura of not having cancer.
Okay. So then she wants Alicia to prove that she has cancer.
No, Alicia proved it before it was even brought to YouTube. Laura knows that Alicia has cancer.
Absolutely.
She's never denied that.
But Laura continues to say, and even said today, that Alicia is full of shit.
Well, she found inconsistencies with her story. She didn't say she doesn't have cancer.
And my sister is a 15-year researcher of breast cancer because my grandmother died of breast cancer. And what we believe is what Laura is saying is not credible. So like we can go back and forth on this. Like if you want Alicia to prove that she has cancer, why can't Laura prove that she has cancer?
Laura has proven it.
How?
She showed her paperwork.
Paperwork can be fraud.
Well, what do you want her to do? Pull out her fucking breast? What do you want her to do then?
Well, no, but what I'm saying is that over time, I think that we're going to figure out that.
Well, she even played a phone call with the doctor as well. So was that a made up doctor too? Because when somebody doesn't like somebody, they'll take everything they say and they'll find a way to spin it to not be true. So there's not more she can do.
If I wanted to be a POS, I could call my friend and say, hey, pretend to be my doctor and call me.
I'm sure you could, right? Maybe you could have Wispy do that to prove her MS. But just because you would think that way or you would do that doesn't mean what Laura's shown wasn't true. And I'm asking, if that's not good enough, what else should she show to prove it?
What I am saying is that neither can prove it beyond a reasonable doubt. They're just going back and forth. And it's not fair to either one of them.
That I agree. It's not fair to either one of them. But I also don't think it's fair on one hand for you to say, well, how dare Laura ask Wispy to prove her MS, but Wispy can say Laura needs to prove her cancer. You see what I'm saying? Because you have a hate for Laura, so you're not seeing it with an objective mind.
Well, I don't have a hate for Laura. I just don't like the way she treats people. I think the way that she treats people is hateful.
Well, that can be said about a lot of people, to be honest.
Well, no, it could be. I mean, we all have a history, you know, but right. What I'm saying, I mean, we do. Like, we can all change overnight. But honestly, you know, the thing is, I even have a medical portal and I can go in and change it at any point in time. I literally, but what I'm saying is like, one, I can have my opinion and my opinion can be just that. What I didn't understand is, you know, you can voice your opinion. Everybody has one. But when I voice mine, and that's all I'm saying is, if you're asking people to prove these things, why can't you prove yours? And when I say that, I get timed out for like indefinitely. I get completely blocked. And that's not fair.
I don't think you were blocked. My mods know not to really block people. We only time out if there's a vile comment. So somebody somewhere thought your comment was vile. I will look into it. And yes, everybody does have a right to opinion, but honestly,
I'm still blocked and it's been over 30 minutes.
Really? You're not on my block list, to be honest. I just checked
it's not under Lady A. It's under Dark Horse.
Oh, well, we'll check that for you. The one thing I asked with the comments is that they remain respectful, and I'm assuming that they did not feel yours was respectful, given that they...
Well, no, because I was asking, why is she not providing the proof? Not just... Listen, anybody can go onto PDF and forge any document.
So what do you want her? You want her blood DNA? What proof would you want from her then? I honestly, though, what do you're saying?
Not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying at all.
Okay.
What I am saying is that nobody should have to prove anything.
Right.
Like her saying that, you know, Jess, or I'm sorry, not Jess, Wispy's information is not correct, is no more fair than saying Laura's information is not correct. Like It's not fair to anybody to have to say you have to prove that you have this sort of medical diagnosis. And then on top of that, just disparage somebody in such a way to like make fun of them or like this whole back and forth with these medical diagnosis things is so unfair and so sick. Like I personally have polycythemia vera, which is a blood cancer where I overproduce red blood cells and I can die literally at any minute. I could have a blood clot. I could have a heart attack. I could have an aneurysm. There's all these things that can happen with me. I can't prove it other than showing you a blood test, other than my medical portal, you know, but I can change.
We can edit. We can edit our medical portals, right?
Exactly. So. Anybody can, you know, but the thing is like all of this back and forth stuff with You don't have this. You don't have that. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You know, show me proof. Show me proof. It's all BS and it just needs to stop. Like,
Hmm.
you know, like if the whole community could just come together and quit all the freaking hate. I mean, across the board.
That
Like
I agree with.
why is there Wispy hates Laura, Laura hates Wispy, you know, BHB hates JLR, JLR hates BHB. Like all this stuff is so mind bending and it's not good for anybody's soul at all. It's just
Mm,
not.
that I
You know,
agree with.
and
But you
and
know what else isn't good for anybody's soul? Intentionally watching a creator you dislike to get angry more because you admitted that you watch Laura just to piss yourself off, right?
well, not just to piss myself off because I couldn't understand like why she was saying that Wispy was lying and why Wispy is saying that Laura was lying. Like I'm trying to figure it out in my brain.
Well, here, let me show you if you don't
In all
mind. If we could take,
in all
let's
fairness,
take it.
yes, if I can, in all fairness, I sit at home with nothing to do but watch this. And I know it goes back and forth. It just does. But in all fairness, all I can do, and this is for a lot of people out there, you know, I sit at home with what's called a blood cancer. You know, I have polycythemia vera. You know, I am on disability. I am a victim of severe sexual assault, human trafficking. I literally don't leave my house. So YouTube literally is my life, but I try to figure things out in my own mind because it takes my mind off of what is actually really going on in the real world. And when I
I'm
see
sorry. I'm
when
sorry
when
you've gone through all that. And that is part of what I was saying with we never know what somebody's experiencing in the real world offline. So when we are just so cruel and we just automatically, everybody jumps on one person, what do you think that can do to any one person? Rather, you think Laura treats people like shit or not? Do you think it's okay then to treat her like shit? You know what I mean? It
no,
goes all
I think
around.
that Laura is surrounded by people who, I mean, she's got a lot of good support for her, but I don't believe that she has enough of real good positive support aside from her kids are freaking amazing.
Well, that's ridiculous. And let's not bring our kids into it. That's
Well,
not
no, I'm
right.
just saying she's
Um,
got a very good support system when it comes to like her overall family within the home. But I don't feel like there's so many people attacking Laura. And I feel like she comes out fighting. Like that's just her personality. She just comes out fighting full force, you know, and so like I feel like a lot of her anger and a lot of her um discord with people comes out with just her defending herself. I'm sure that underneath all
there
of
we
this,
go.
I'm sure that underneath all of this, you know, tough exterior is such a soft soul that just needs to be hugged, you know, and loved and understood and supported wholeheartedly. Like I can't imagine going through
Now
any,
I think you're fucking with me, to be honest. Okay.
huh?
I said, now I think you're fucking with me.
You do?
Because, yeah, because how did you start this off with you hate Laura so much? And
No,
honestly,
I never said I hated Laura. I feel like she's got so much anger and hate behind her.
right, because there's so many people going at her on a daily basis that, you'll lose it at any point. Are you a creator
Right.
by
That's
chance?
what I'm saying. Like I feel
Okay.
like underneath all this exterior like anger is such a you know, a good solid good person, but she's got all of this. She's created such uh, a shell, so to speak, and she
You
has to.
have to.
Yeah, you do. I believe that, but I feel like if people were just to, I don't know, just let all of this like, oh, high energy anxiety, just let it come down. Just let it come down.
It's a great,
Like,
it's a great suggestion. But let me ask you a question because
yes, ma'am.
this is the part that confuses me because you kind of sound like some of the people that hate me, but they watch every move and they think they know everything about me. You were what you claim to be blocked, but you're not on my block list. So they must have timed you out for a long time. But
Yeah.
you were timed out because your comments were what they deemed inappropriate. 'Cause my mods rarely use the wrench. I saw one of them tell me that they timed you out because you kept saying show proof, Laura. So do you think, because what you're saying is great advice, I'm not taking that away, but do you think maybe you could keep that in mind before you join into the jumping on somebody like that?
Well, no, I say show proof because she wants everybody else to show her proof.
Well, Wispy said
You
it
know?
first, and I could play that right now if you like. Wispy absolutely said that Laura was lying before Laura said to Wispy, "You show proof."
I'm sorry. Say that again. I'm sorry.
On the screen right now is a stream that Wispy, whatever. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
that she did last night, where she says to Laura that Laura is lying about her cancer. So Laura turned around after hearing it and responded and said, you show proof of your MS."
See, that's why I'm saying both of them need to stop. Like, there's Wispy going after Laura, Laura going after Wispy. Like, it just all needs to stop. Like, why does anybody have to show any proof of anything?
Amen. And as you pointed out, people will say it's a lie, right? A lot of people are arguing you cannot edit your portal, but she had a phone call. That wasn't good enough. She showed her portal. That wasn't good enough. So it just, when people don't like people, nothing they show will ever be good enough. And that is facts.
No. I mean, not until you're in the hospital dying will anybody actually believe, that you have. And even after that, they're just like, oh, well, you had COVID or something. Like,
Right.
no matter what you do, no matter what you say, nothing is going to be good enough for anybody. But the whole point of this is, one, I think that maybe I didn't word my things right. And I even said this in Laura's chat, was you ask for all these things from other people, but you won't show it yourself.
Mhm.
But the thing is like, and this is just me being cynical, I personally can get on and I can create any document. Anybody can. It's called fraud, but you can do it. It's very easy. PDF will help you. Not only that, but I can have a friend call in and say blah 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 blah, and have it seem like hell. You can even have an AI machine call you and say the same damn stuff. But what I'm saying is none of that even matters. Human decency is what matters. Human decency. Just be
Amen.
human. Like, why does Wispy have to prove that she has MS? Why does Laura have to prove that she has cancer? I couldn't, I mean, aside from blood tests, I couldn't prove that I have polycythemia vera. Aside from
Right.
police reports, I couldn't prove that I'm a victim of human trafficking. Like, I couldn't prove these things without certain, but even with a police report, I can make that up on a PDF file. Like, so there's all these things, like, no matter what evidence you ask of anybody can create anything this day and age. And so, like, asking for proof of anything doesn't mean anything. We just need to have human decency and have just respect. Like, why does all of this have to turn into such an anger issue where I don't believe you here, I don't believe you there, I can't, you have to prove this to me, you have to prove that to me. Like, why does that even exist? Why can't we all just be good humans? Like,
Amen.
and I'm not trying, like you said, I'm fucking with you. I'm really not fucking with you. This is my soul. Like, I'm so over. I have nothing else to do aside from them excavating my front yard for, bad pipes, in the next couple of days. I have nothing else going on in my life. Like, literally, I don't leave the house. I have social anxiety beyond anybody could ever imagine because of everything that happened, but like, what I'm saying is like, what took us from caring about each other and, wanting to see the best in each other and wanting to live a good life and uplifting people, and just what happened to all of us, where we're now here fighting over whether somebody has MS or somebody has breast cancer, or you haven't proved this or you haven't proved that, and just fighting over the stupidest of things that don't even matter. They don't
I'm with
matter. At the end of the day, none of it matters. I mean, I lay my head in bed every night feeling safe, and that's what matters to me. You know, I mean, for you, what might matter is, you know, kissing your babies goodnight every night, making a good dinner for them, knowing that, you know, you've helped them with their homework and, you know, they're going to go to school tomorrow for, you know, nutritionally fulfilled, dressed correctly, bathed. I mean, that might be what matters to you. You know, like those are, and I mean, even my neighbors, they care about the stupidest of things, but it is all in love. And like, it's just so weird to me that like we've got all this discord going on. And for what? Prove to me you have MS. Prove to me you have breast cancer. Like, why does that even matter? Why not lift somebody up?
Yeah, I agree.
You know, why not say like,
But that brings me back to why the fuck were you timed out and on my panel right now?
I don't
Because
know.
you wrote the same thing. I mean, everything you're saying sounds great, but are you actually doing what you're preaching?
Well, I mean, I think because you only have so many characters, you know, to put in. I'm on my phone under Dark Horse. I'm on my computer under Lady A, you know. But like, because I was trying to question Laura, I guess, and like, why are you asking for all this proof that Wispy has MS when you know you can't provide the same proof?
Did I give you the answer?
Like everything gets cut short, and it's before I could even finish anything. I'm like timed out. I'm still timed out. So, I mean, but it doesn't hurt me.
But did it answer your question? Is it because Wispy said it first? Do you understand that part yet?
No, I do, and but the thing is like, I just, God, between Laura and Wispy, I hope you're listening to this, and Laura, I know you are too, but gosh, can we just stop all this like back and forth craziness? Like,
I think
it's not okay.
That would be great, but I think you also have to recognize that Laura's not going at Wispy. I'm in a lot of Laura's streams. I don't hear her speaking about Wispy. Wispy, you can go over to her channel and you hear Laura.
Shaw. And maybe I heard her speak
fairly rarely in comparison. Fairly rarely in the comparison of things.
I can say honestly, I jumped in and out of Laura's stream today, and so like I heard a few things, but I don't even know what the context of it was. But it did upset me. But I don't know what the context of it was. And maybe I assume, maybe I assumed that, you know, she was speaking about Alicia, but it had something to do with her being a fraud. And I don't know. And it's just, it upsets me because I'm just like, and I hope that you can appreciate this, you know, and I'm not going to say victim because I'm not a victim. I'm a survivor. When it comes to, you know, going through the things that I have gone through, you have people that look at you and when you tell them your story, whether it be, and I've never had this sort of feeling come from an advocate, but like when you talk to like just the average person, say a cousin or a friend, and you tell them what happened to you and they question you, it is the most horrible feeling knowing what you've been through is being questioned. And so like I feel a certain way about that when it comes to even because I like I said, I have polycythemia vera, which is a blood cancer. You know, and so like it hits me in a sort of different way because like it might be different from being a victim of a horrific crime versus a horrific medical diagnosis, you know. But when somebody sort of questions that or looks at you sideways like they don't believe you, it affects you in a different way. And I pull off of that feeling because I've experienced it quite a lot, especially, you know, when somebody hears my own story, you know, not of my medical diagnoses, but of my other experience. So like, it's hard for me to have somebody or see somebody being questioned about something that it really could affect the other person, the actual person going through it in such a traumatic way. Because when you tell somebody something like, say, for instance, you know, you tell somebody I have cancer and they look at you like they don't believe you, you know, it is traumatizing. Even if it's in the smallest of ways, it's traumatizing, and
Mhm.
and it affects you, and it may even affect you in such a way that it damages your recovery, you know. And so like it just is all unnecessary. It just really is. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to go too much into my own story because it's not something that I need to say online, but like it just is. I feel like all of this just needs to stop. Like this proving you have MS, proving you have breast cancer, you know, I mean, on Alicia, her proving it, you know, I mean, Laura, her having to prove it. Like, you know, maybe I came from an angry place when I told Laura, you prove you have breast cancer, you
Right.
know. And that, I mean, I'll be honest, it does come from an angry place, only because I have such, you know, a different sort of experience, you know, on two different levels, you know, my HT side, and you know, and then my own cancer. Nobody's ever questioned me as far as my polycythemia, but like, you know, the human.
Well,
I'm sorry.
uh, I'll be honest. We came full circle, and I'm thankful that maybe you were able to open your eyes on what you were doing, because that's all we can do is just change the way we do it. You know what I mean? So, I keep looking. I don't see that you're blocked. I don't know if they put like a longer timeout than they would. But I am glad that you were able to come up and we were able to
Yeah,
get out there.
I'm still blocked.
That's yeah. It has to be a very long time out. If one of the mods could tell me, I'd appreciate it,
I don't know
because
how
you're not on my block
I'm
list.
still timed out. So, but nonetheless, you know, I mean, all I was trying to do is like, you know, like when you dish something out to somebody that they dish out. And the thing with Wispy, like, I mean, I can't have like, you know, the whole picture. I'm just listening to, you know, Laura being angry. And I get being angry and having so many people come at you. Like I get that. I mean, like how else are you
Mhm.
supposed to respond? You know?
Right.
But like, yeah, I feel like if Laura were just, well, all of them, not just Laura. I mean, there's so many people involved in this now. It's just crazy.
It
You know,
is. It is absolutely
there's
crazy.
Alicia, there's Laura, there's all these people who are talking about this one situation. She's timed out until tomorrow. All
Yeah.
right.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, that's cool. I'll just shut my mouth then. I mean, shit. I mean, but I mean, girl, I've been in your chats for the last 3 days, you know. I
Yeah,
mean,
I've seen you. I enjoy you
no
commenting and
problem
everything.
whatsoever. Why I'm timed out till tomorrow is beyond me. I don't deserve
I
it.
I didn't even know there was a tomorrow option, to be honest.
No, I
But
didn't either, but I mean,
yeah,
she just said it. I don't know who Pristine is, but like, she's just like, you're timed out till tomorrow.
till
Okay.
tomorrow.
All right. I don't know why that is, but I mean, I don't think it's fair. I mean, people have
Well,
said so much worse in chat than I have, but
yeah,
okay.
I didn't see your comments to know exactly what it was, but
I just was asking Laura to prove what she's asking everybody else to prove. But you know, like it's
well, no,
different.
no, 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 no. I got to stop you really quick, because we just went all over this, and I'll be honest, I can't do this all again. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I've told you. You just said yourself we shouldn't ask. I'm trying to prove to you now. I can prove it once we stop talking. That Wispy said it first. Laura said
No,
it in response.
I see that now.
But if you see that now, then stop saying it the other way, because you continue to say, prove your MS, or, I hear Laura telling
But
people to prove it. But no, they said it first. She
that's what I
responded.
said 40 minutes ago. I
Right.
I just jumped into your live and I'm seeing all of this, not seeing what Wispy wrote. I just jumped into your live after having
Right.
been in Laura's live with her being so angry about everything. I
So you
just
were reactive, right?
yes.
Your anger got the best of you. Okay. And that's what happened with Laura, because at the end of the day, we were all human. Thank you.
Well,
I'm
yes,
thankful for
and
that.
that's what I'm saying. That's why I was just like, let me get up here. But here's the thing, like I didn't know that Wispy wrote all this, you
Right.
know?
That's the point of my stream. Nobody gave a fuck to know what happened first. Everybody wanted to jump on to hate Laura. Laura said this, Laura said that. But why did she say it? And now we're
Right.
going to get there.
Right. But and what I'm saying is, okay, so I apologize. I jumped on this a little bit, after hearing some things that Laura was saying about Alicia. And I even admitted that I just was jumping in and out of Laura's stream, hearing things. And I didn't know that, no, you said she was lying. It's a grift. There's,
Soon,
okay.
so she doesn't really have it. So you said a little more cruel than just,
Well, because I mean, listen, there's a lot. Okay. There's a lot that I don't believe, but it's not my place. I mean, it's not my, yes, I came in here angry after hearing the things that Laura was saying about Alicia. I
right.
came in here angry, but I didn't know that Wispy had come at her like this. Okay.
Well, I'm glad you were here to learn then. I
But,
think that's what this
and,
show's
and
about.
I'm learning a lot right now. I didn't know
Thank
that
you.
Wispy came at her saying this, but on the flip side, like I was going in and out, and I said this, going in and out. I didn't know exactly who she was talking about. I assumed that she was talking about Alicia, and so then I hear all this stuff going on, and I'm like, no, if you want to, you're asking all these people to, and I said it in Laura's chat actually, and I was blocked there. But I said, Laura, you're asking people for death certificates to prove that somebody has died.
But that's not true. That's not true. She did not ask for a death certificate. I could write in the chat right now under an audit account that you killed your uncle 5 years ago. And then everybody can turn around and say, the lady on Justice panel killed her uncle 5 years ago. Just because a troll account says it, whether you hate a person or not, doesn't make it true. And I have a feeling, I'll be honest, I'm going to go on with my streams. I have a feeling it doesn't matter where we end this conversation. You're going to continue the way you continue. I don't think it's getting through to you. I think you were just going in circles at this point. I think you are still going to continue to say that Laura is lying, that she's never proved it, and that she asked somebody for a death certificate.
No, I will say 100% that having this conversation, I am wrong, and I apologize to not just Laura, but anybody who has taken my words as. But this is YouTube. You jump from place to place to place. You don't get the whole entire story. But I will admit that you have shown me, and through talking to you, that I am wrong, and I will wholly apologize. I will not to Laura, but to you. I will answer your chat. I will wholly apologize because I am wrong. But I jump like most people from to channel to channel to channel. I don't get the whole story, and I reacted. It's like you said, I was what did you call it?
Reactionary.
Reactionary. Yeah. And you have to understand too, a lot of that comes from my own trauma, which is not an excuse. That's not an excuse at all, because
it's back to my point that we never know what other people are dealing with. So maybe if we just treated everybody with a little patience, a little kindness, we can get a little further.
Yes. And at the end of the day, Granny, Jess, without seeming like a kiss ass, I love your channel. I enjoy being a part of chat. I have realized that I am wrong, just as many people are, and I apologize to the chat and Laura and your mods. And, I realize that, I just don't have the patience. Like I can sit through 6 hours of your stream, but I can't sit through 10 minutes of somebody else's. It's so weird, but at the end of the day, like, people make, bad choices. I don't even want to say it's a mistake. It's just a bad choice to say some of the things that, I said. And knowing that Wispy started this means a world of difference to me, in the sense that, if I was Laura, under my own circumstances, I would probably, be reactionary and maybe, lash out maybe the same way. It's not right, but it is reactionary, and it is what it is, but it's still not right on either one of them. And Wispy is, in this situation, she's wrong. She's absolutely wrong. And so, I apologize to Laura. I'm sure she's watching, and I apologize to you, because I've been in your chat quite a bit for the last, 3 days, and I've not said anything inappropriate, but I was triggered a bit.
I am sorry that you were timed out till tomorrow. You'll be freed from timeout tomorrow. But I do appreciate you.
I'll stand in the corner like a good girl.
Thank you. I do appreciate you coming up and explaining. I'm glad I could help a little bit. It was nice to officially meet you.
Yes,
I hope you'll be able to chat under your other account. I'm sorry about that.
no, you're fine. I understand. I understand. I just wish all this hate and anger would just end. It's just so unnecessary. People just need to support each other and lift everybody up. Like the world will be
Or
all
stop
up.
we can stop watching people we dislike, right?
Well, I don't dislike Laura. I just it's like tragedy.
Girl.
I don't know. It's like you see a train wreck happening and you just watch.
I don't know, because I feel like 100 people left this train wreck, if I'm being honest. So I don't know if people like train wrecks all that much. I mean, if it makes you to a point where you're being upset and you're taking misinformation and spreading as facts, then it's harmful. And it's harmful to your mental health as well. You know what I mean? You said you got so angry, you came out of character. It's not healthy. And I think at the end of the day, we can preach to the masses. We can tell the chat 100 more times that everybody needs to stop and love each other. But if we don't start it with ourselves, it's not going to change. So the only thing you can do from this point going forward is change the way you go about things.
I agree. And I must say, I did not have all of the information before I spouted out at the mouth. And that's where I went wrong.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Jess. I love your channel. Holy shit, I love your channel. And,
that's awesome. I appreciate that.
Yeah. And I wish you the best, and I hope your channel grows like it should and deserves to. So I appreciate
Thank you. I appreciate you.
And I thank you for the chat. And I don't know what everybody's saying, but I mean, I just don't care. But I don't. I'm sure they have bad things to say, and I just don't care. But thank you for all you do, and I wish you the best in everything. And I'll still be in the bushes, girl.
Thank you. I appreciate you not taking it personal. Have a great night.
You as well, honey. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Calm down, everybody. Deep breaths. Well, that was good. We were able to, I think, change one person's mind and make them, I don't get fucking paid enough. Just Breathe came in with the oof. Just breathe. That's it. I am glad that Lady A was able to recognize that she made a mistake, right? And maybe that, as much as it aggravated a lot of people and the views were jumping down, it is a good lesson. It is a good lesson that you should know the entirety of a story, get facts before you pass them as factual, right? Thank you, Kimberly. I try. I haven't always been. I'm not always a good person. I'm human. I have my faults. So this was pointed out to me, and I wanted to play this.
She is milking extreme, because like I have said before, Laura is extremely fucking lucky, and she is milking, absolutely fucking milking this fucking cancer shit. And that is my opinion.
So do you see how somebody that has the cancer can feel like that's entirely insulting to them, especially when they don't and aren't milking it? You know? Thank you so much, Pretty Is as Pretty Does. Good luck, Earth. Thank you. Thank you. All right.
Okay? She's going to be just fine. Me, I am going to slowly but surely over my lifetime get worse and worse and worse and worse.
So right there, that's who's comparing illnesses. And I am very sorry, to her that she has to go through this. I am very sorry that she's going through this. But it's not fair to guilt anybody else because their illness in your mind isn't as bad as yours. Right? I don't think that's fair either.
So,
and this stream, we are 30 minutes into it, and the stream is supposed to be about Lawsuit, Bullhorn Betty, and Gina Diamond and Sinner.
why
There was PQ2 PQT at the end. Sorry.
not leaving me the fuck alone? Leave people who are battling illnesses alone.
Maybe I don't know when Laura has gone at her that she's saying, leave me alone. But yes, leave people that are battling illnesses alone. You tagged her in your stream. Laura is also battling an illness. Everybody should just, boop, leave people alone. There we go.
For all people and not just the ones you like. Well,
I
Remy,
agree.
yeah, get off my ass. Get off my ass. Okay. So what I did is I wrote this bitch a novel, okay? I wrote her a novel. I wrote her a novel. I'm not even kidding. Okay. So here we go. There we go. This is my reply, and it is my opinion, and it is my reaction to, first of all, well, I did.
So, and that's how I felt, because I've been in your streams and I didn't even know that you had a problem with her. I was over in her chat the other night when she was reviewing me, but she allowed the most disgusting comments to be stated about me and was advertising channels that have doxes on them. So I'm not, I won't be back. But I didn't know you had a problem with her. So here she says, first of all, listen to what I say. I'm not on disability. And it doesn't matter if she's on disability. It's nobody's business. How many times do I need to say it? 0. It's nobody's business. That came out of Laura's mouth when she was crap talking me, and it's false. Just like she told everyone I couldn't walk, also very false. Laura. Now, I could be on disability, probably, but I don't need it. At this stage of my MS, I'm not one to take it just because I can. Laura's was a reaction. This is prior to Laura. I don't give two shits about someone calling me a liar about my MS. I'm the one living it, and people are allowed to have and express their opinions about it, as I do speak publicly about it. Laura's the only one, plus people in her chat, that has questioned my MS and thrown in my face and put misinformation about me. Where's that stream at? Oh, what did I just do? I made it full screen. Holy hell. Okay. Where is this taking place, Laura? Well, there you have it. That pretty much sums it up. She doesn't care if you do or isn't, if you have this disability, if you collect it, if you don't, if you have MS, if you don't, just stop speaking about her and she won't respond back to you. Right? There we go. I mean, I don't even know. As for the racist part, her own words come out of her own mouth. Nobody makes her say things. It was not in that stream. I didn't even see that. Me neither. And I know that this stream here was prior to Laura's, hence why Laura was playing this stream during her stream. So it just goes back to who started it, right? To who done it. Oh, my lordy. At the end of the day, we have people that are sick, and our health should be our first priority. Oh, how the heck did you do that? It shouldn't be anybody. I mean, that should be our first concern. We shouldn't be concerned with Laura's health. We shouldn't be concerned with Wispy's health. We shouldn't be concerned with Alicia's health. Each person has a different battle. Each person has a different situation. Nobody said see, because you don't like her, Purple Rain, you read it wrong. What she said is, if she doesn't like my response, then shut up. That's what she said. No, it doesn't mean she has to go low, but it doesn't mean she has to go high either, right? She can respond however she sees fit. She'll get backlash for it. We have the freedom of speech, but we don't have the freedom of consequence, right? So if Laura wants to go back at her by saying really low down things, she's going to do that. Nobody can stop her. That's how I feel with my people. They might get a response out of me, like, here and there, but every day and night, they're on and on and on about me. They're on and on about me right now. You know what I mean? You can't get away from it. I'm not defending anything. I said that was a shitty ass comment. You want me to put her over my knee and smack her? What do you want me to do? I don't like that comment. I think it was a low blow. I think it was gross. I don't like it at all. Period. That's all I can say. That's all she was saying, B-Fam. You're welcome, VB. Give me a cookie, please. A cookie and a Xanax would be great, because my head is spinning. I'm still trying to get myself from what the hell just took place. There's a lot of things people on here say that I disagree with. There's a lot of things they say I agree with. I am not the gatekeeper of anybody's words. I do not approve of what Laura said, and she knows I don't approve of it. you know, but only Laura can tell you why she said it, and only the people that are going at her can make it stop. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. I feel like my head's still spinning. You know what I mean? But yet they're over there saying you're defending. No, yeah, not that. But drama, you have to strike while the iron is hot. Unfortunately, get a job, or a hobby, or maybe East Coast. Thank you, River. I really wish people would listen to what you said. Yeah, they don't. You can't win. Unfortunately, when people are blinded by their own personal hate of somebody, it's just the way things go. Hey, Evil Queen, thank you so much. I don't blame her for telling her to prove MS. Don't blame her for one bit. I don't either. It wasn't that. It was the comments about being able to walk and she can't. I mean, even Laura, I'm sure Laura knows that was a low blow. Unfortunately, sometimes we're reactionary and we say things. Right, Brianna. So why is Laura being crucified for hers then? Do you get what I'm saying? Because you just told me that Wispy hasn't spoke on Laura since Tragedy Pimps Exposed did her video. But we just proved that's not true. You are a moderator of Wispy, so you therefore care about her. You know what I mean? So you're going to defend her. And that's fine. That's great. But that's how Laura's people are going to be. So for you guys to constantly insult Laura's following and insult them as people, how would you feel if people did that to you? Let people support who they support. Leave subscribers out of it. You don't have to call them dumb. You don't have to call them ignorant. You don't have to call them stupid, blinded, sheeple, any of those things. That wasn't you that said that? I thought that's why I went and looked for the video. Maybe it was another B name. I thought it was you. Well, Mona Lisa, then we can't watch, you know? You don't need to know, Scorpio. You don't need to know anything. Truth, would you like to come up? Truth has been with all these ladies from the beginning. She knows a little bit more than anybody else, and she will not make her head spin. My head is still spinning. She did stop for a while. Well, how sweet. You know what I mean? Hurt people hurt people. Angry words will hurt people. I think sometimes people poke and poke and poke for a response. I've had it done to me. I think people know that Laura has a mouth on her. And I think people seek that mouth on her because they can go from being the person that pokes. I've had this done to me. And this is why I stopped even responding to them. Besides I did one about the one about the one about the last, and I was done. And this is why. Because they poke and poke and poke till they get you to a point where it's all built up in you. And you get so angry that you just say everything. You can't even contain your anger anymore. They go from, talking about this to that, to your family, to this, to that. They want that reactionary reaction out of you. That is why I no longer watch. People know not to send me it. If I don't know it, I can't respond to it. That is the way people do things. And then they get to turn around and they get to say that they're the victim of this person. Now, everybody's giving this woman, oh, poor her, look what Laura said, but nobody's looking at what she said first. Hey, is that you?
Yep, it's me.
Hey, okay. What happens?
Now let's talk about gross, okay? Because I did a live today saying that I believe the shit that Laura has said is gross. But I feel like Laura gets clipped all the time and Alicia never gets clipped because she will strike you.
Mm.
Now, over in Alicia's right now, there was a lady on panel that went by the name of Mystery. And she claims to have seen Laura's portal and that it read basically no cancer. Now, MM just dropped Laura's mammogram. And because they don't know how to read it, it's Laura has no cancer.
How do they even
Now,
have her mammogram?
I don't know. Laura, did you give it to Alicia?
This is what people did to me before when they actually put out a picture of my medical paper, and they tore it apart. It's so invasive.
Now, do you want to tell me that this isn't all fucking gross, Granny?
It is. All of it. Truth. All of it is gross. Every last bit of it. It's just fucking insane.
Nobody clipped Alicia on her panel when she was smearing lipstick all over her face, screaming like a banshee about Laura's cancer. Nobody clipped that because you'll get hit. She will hit you. Yes, Mystery is over there outright saying Laura is lying about her cancer. And now somehow or another, they have dropped either the mammogram itself or whatever, saying that it is not cancer.
Come on. And they get their medical degrees from where? Google?
I don't know.
Timo?
I don't know.
Where the fuck, like what? Because they know how to read the mammogram?
Granny, your guess is as good as mine. But do you understand now why I went live today saying this is total fucking insanity?
The link's been dropped. It is insanity. It's absolutely insanity. But that's where it never ends. It's a back and forth. And a lot of times, I don't know if you watch, but I watch Laura, and I don't hear her responding to these people.
No, because the way this went down is
that you?
Alicia, first of all, claims that somebody was secretly in her Patreon or something, and her information about her cancer got put out. That's not the way it went down.
All right,
that
hold
is
on.
not the way it went down.
I'm in the middle of cooking dinner. That they do not have my mammogram. I promise you. I told TNT, ask them who the fucking doctor is. I don't even have my mammogram. But
according to Mystery, she has your doctor.
To ask her who my doctor is.
I'm not in there. I'm over here.
And if my doctor released anything to some stranger on the internet, that's illegal. So she just won me a shitload of money, but she does not have my mammogram. I promise you. I don't even have my mammogram. Like, for real. And my she doesn't know what email my portal's in or anything. It's not my mammogram.
That's like when Natasha Cooper was calling my doctor's office.
Yeah, and why isn't anyone calling out that she's even claiming that she has my mammogram?
I am.
Yeah, that's what we're doing now, but you're right. Like, where's everybody else?
Here?
That's a big fucking thing, but no, she doesn't have my mammogram. My mammogram is clearly shows that I have cancer. Clearly. So whatever mammogram she thinks she has, it ain't mine.
But my whole point is Alicia has lied from Jump Street. Okay. I'm not saying she's lied about her cancer. I know, I'm fully aware of the fact that the woman has cancer. But from the very beginning, Alicia has lied. She lied about how the information got leaked. It did not get leaked by anybody sneaking around in her Patreon. I've been accused of being in there by Makeup Mobster. I'm not. It got leaked because her good friend, Barnyard, it got dropped in her comments, and then Barnyard went on to say that she has permission to talk about it. That's how everybody in the community found out about Alicia's medical condition. Now, I don't know about people behind the scenes with Alicia. I don't know. So quit lying about that, Alicia. Let's just put that to bed.
Yeah, that's a total HIPAA violation. Like, no one in their right mind is like, is MM serious? And the only problem is I know I can't do anything because it's not my mammogram. But the fact that she's showing it
this
like
woman Mystery claims she has your portal.
How could she have my portal? She doesn't even know what email it's under.
I don't know,
She
Laura. I'm just telling
doesn't
you what
even
they're
know what
saying.
email I use or my password. You need a password. She would not even have a clue. When you set up your portal, you have an email and a password that it goes to. And
I
I
know,
set
Laura. I
that
have
up.
2 portals.
She would have no idea what email and password because they have to send you the email to set it up. No, and mine is all on one.
Okay. I'm not saying it's true. I'm telling you about what's going on over there. Okay. And that's gross. You got a woman on the panel saying that she saw Laura's portal and it claimed there was no cancer.
That is a blatant lie. A blatant lie. Like, you can't get any more lies than that.
Okay.
It's fucking mind-blowing. Mind-blowing that people, and MM is so stupid that she's even posting it. Unbelievable.
Okay. So about Alicia, the reason we're not hearing about Alicia is because everybody is afraid to clip her. She even said you did not, Granny, have the right to show her face while
Whose
she's
face?
streaming you.
Who said that?
Alicia.
Oh, well, then privacy strike me, Alicia.
That's
And
the kind of
I'll
person,
copyright
that's
strike
the
you
kind
for
of
streaming me.
people you're dealing with.
I mean,
At
her
least
face
I
is
can
all.
be
I used a
honest.
nice photo. I took it right off her page as a nice photo. I mean, the
At
hell?
least I can be honest and admit when everything is gross.
Wow.
But Alicia was on Queen Bee's panel right after her diagnosis, and she claimed she was on Taxol. I have repeatedly asked her about the Taxol comment because, according to her, she hasn't begun chemo yet. Taxol is chemo.
Yeah, yeah. So she posted on her community wall the other day a picture of the chemo medication, didn't she?
I don't know what all them pills were. I didn't pay any attention. I don't care. You know, when I say I don't care, it doesn't mean that I don't care about her health. Of course, I hope she fights this battle and wins and, moves on with her badass. But what it comes down to is people hate Laura so much. And Laura, a lot of that hate you've earned because people just do not tolerate your mouth. But they hate Laura so much that they will go with a freaking lie.
Yeah. Here's a mystery.
Laura posted it on her own effing live.
Mister, I never posted my fucking mammogram. You lying.
Well, I'm going to jump down and I'm going to let Laura eat mystery. Okay. I'll talk to you later.
Thank you. Have a good night. Post
You
a link
too.
to Laura's channels. What? Stop. Please correct wrong information. It is, Megan. It is.
Okay, again, I never shared my mammogram. You want to know why? Because I don't even have my mammogram. That's first
Right.
of all. Second of all, from what I heard, she said clearly that she has my portal and that this is my mammogram. She does not have my mammogram. I did not show any imaging. That's my point, yeah. I don't have any fucking imaging. I didn't show any imaging. So it's a blatant lie. Show me where I showed any imaging because I made it a point that I couldn't find my images. So that is a blatant fucking lie. Yup. Which live is it? Please tell me how I fucking showed a picture that I don't even have. Please enlighten me. Show me what live it was. Yup. I showed my portal. I didn't show any pictures.
Southern Gal saying, when you showed your portal, do you think somebody screenshot and were able to take any information from that and to get into your portal?
The mammogram report that I shows I have cancer. The fuck? This is so fucked up.
It is fucked up. It is. I mean, come on. You guys are jumping through all these hoops. Meanwhile, saying leave people alone that have medical issues. Well, why doesn't that go towards you, Laura?
Thank you, Fiddle. Because the report that I shows that I have cancer. I have a fucking lumpectomy scheduled for Tuesday.
She's saying, she just says she doesn't have a physical paper mammogram, like imaging.
So show me where on my report it says that I don't have cancer. Please tell me. Show me where. You're a fucking liar, Mystery. I have no idea who you are, but you are a fucking liar. Please show, because I'll pull up my portal and show you where it says I have fucking cancer. You fucking idiot.
Ever said you didn't. I said where the SS came from. Well, she's not asking you yet. She's speaking in general, or to Mystery, who's saying it. She's not speaking to you.
I know, Danny. Yeah, take a link, Mystery. Come on, let's see your big report. Yup, there is no image, yup. I don't have a fucking image. What don't you get? I'm not even stressing myself out over this. I'm not. These people are so fucking wrong and so stupid. Take a link, you fucking dumb bitch. Come on, Mystery, what's the matter? You can't take a link? You can only run your mouth and lie somewhere else?
Yeah, an image of the portal. But at first it was said as if it was an image of the mammogram. No, she hasn't tattoos. Who wouldn't look like a lunatic if people are going into your fucking medical portal? I've been there. It's very violating. Exactly, Southern Gale.
What's the matter? You can't take a link? Maybe you'll get cancer and it'll eat you from the inside out, bitch.
Laura, don't wish cancer on anybody. It's horrible enough. You know what you're going through. Don't let these idiots.
I hope this bitch dies a miserable fucking death.
Jesus, Laura. You're angry. This is where you let your angry words speak.
You wonder why. Why would I be fucking angry?
I get it.
Low-life pieces of shit. Fuck her. I hope she gets my cancer. And I hope it fucking kills her. I'm out.
Laura, you're just upset. You're angry.
And
this
I
is where
mean every fucking word of that. I hope she gets cancer and it fucking eats her alive.
Yeah, that's horrible. I don't wish cancer or anything on anybody. I don't have any words for that. Trust no one too. I guess the woman that is passing around her portal or something, somebody's going through her medical portal. Please tell me this is really you.
It's me. It's
Okay.
me.
Lord have mercy. What a hell of a fucking stream.
Oh God.
Wow.
I know. I'm so sorry. You know how I am. I mean, I'm like, I'll just go check it out for myself, see what's going on and see what's being said. That's what I did. And
Very smart of you. Thank you. What did you find? I trust you.
I have never seen anything so disgusting in my life. I mean, you know, you've got Alicia and Mystery on panel. They're streaming you and they're talking about it. And they're like calling Laura a liar, calling, you know, it's like the typical shit. You know, Alicia saying that, you know, she can read her own mammogram. She knows what to look for. Well, that's not everybody, bitch. Sorry.
Well, that's the same thing they say to Laura. If Laura pulled up Alicia's paperwork and started overanalyzing and saying it's fake and they would have a fit about it. That was my whole point. Is
Yeah.
that there's it's like it's okay to do this, but not okay to do that. It's okay for MS to question her cancer, or not MS, Wispy, but not okay for her to question the MS. All of it's wrong. All of
Yeah.
it.
And that's what I told them in there. I said, if you would everyone please just stop? You know, was I addressed? No, because they're all in there calling Laura a liar, saying she's stupid. I mean, all kinds of fucking stupid shit. It was all like a bashing stream. That's all it was. And then Alicia lying, and I hope you're still streaming this, Alicia, because you're the one that came on Laura's panel and you gave Laura your own records, not by Laura's request, by your giving them to her. So don't lie about that. Because I was there.
What, she's saying she
Oh.
didn't give the records?
Yeah, she's saying that she doesn't know how they got out. She didn't give them out. That's a lie.
She even said, she said, I sent my medical to Laura. Laura knows I'm not lying. That's literally what she said.
Yes, she did. And now she's trying to lie. I'm like, for what? Like, you know, I just told him, like, just I'll stop. Like, you know, you guys are just like, and and then before I left, I said it was the worst chat I've ever seen.
And let me make it very clear. I don't co-sign what Laura said. You literally heard me telling her, don't say that. I don't agree with it.
Right. Exactly. That's how I felt about it too. You know, I mean, it's wrong on both, you know, on both. I get it. You know, I mean, that's how I felt about it too. I really did. I felt the same way, you know, but it just sucks because, you know, you got the, you know, and I even, I took the screenshots of the comments because I figured mine would get deleted. So I did take screenshots of my own comments, and you'll be able to see some of the other ones. I can send them to you. Those 3 I took, you know, because I only made 3 comments. But I did tell them they were, you know, that it's the subs right now running back and forth, talking shit. And it's the same thing all the time. And that's what I saw. And now, of course, that doesn't get addressed either. You know, I mean,
right, it won't get addressed. It won't. When people
never
like
seen
somebody,
me.
well, you know how it is. When people
Yeah.
dislike somebody, they will always find and I'm not saying Laura doesn't give people a reason. She does. But you know, they'll nitpick anything. How would Alicia feel if this was her medical papers right now?
Yeah.
Nobody ever stops to think how they would feel if it was them. And she did say earlier on QB's that she also sent her paperwork to QB.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she just, you know, it's like I don't know what's, you know, what's.
Did they actually pull up Laura's portal?
And I didn't see it. They were
Oh.
streaming you.
Oh.
I did not see that. So, yeah, just to clarify that, I did not see it. You know, they just kept calling her a liar, of course, because she was on panel when I was over there watching. Because I wanted to, you know how I am. I check things out for myself. You know, like I want to, you know, see it for myself, hear it for myself. You know what I mean? So, but
well, they got the reaction they wanted because, you know.
Yeah, it's just crazy. It's like, you know, and I was totally respectful in what I was saying, but it was like, you know, I was just in your stream and here seeing some of the, you know, people we don't see a lot, you know. I'm
Mystery. I'm not the one that said it.
Like
this is, yeah.
Moderator was over there just being nasty, and it wasn't called for. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, you're fine. I'm not here to call out Laura. That's not my job. It's not my job to call out anybody. Honest to God. I mean, honestly, moderator, if you want to make a channel, call out Laura, you can do it. There's dozens that do it every day. If you want to go do that, you could. I was here because people are tying me into Laura because she comes on my panel or vice versa. People automatically tied me into her words. I disagree with her words. I disagree. How much louder can I say it? I don't like what she said. I don't agree with it. I would never say it. I don't wish cancer on anybody. Don't want anybody to die. I would never mock somebody for an illness. I would never say I have legs and you don't. I would never do that shit. I don't like it. I disagree with it. What more? How much more can I make that clear?
You've only said it about 20 times just since I've been here.
I think that was 25 now.
God.
You know?
Right. No, I know. And you said it when moderator was in here too. So there's no reason for moderator to be running back and forth between the two chats and then coming in here and telling you that. She heard
Moderator
you
doesn't
say,
even moderator makes bad comments about me in places.
I know, it's like, and that's what I don't understand. It's like, I'm like, I was like, it's the subs right now running back and forth. And that's what I was referring to, because that's what was happening. And it just amps up the creator. And it's not freaking fair to the creator for subs to do that. It's just not.
It's not. Let me ask you a question. Because not you, but Coop. Coop said, but Laura said a lot on Alicia's cancer. Honestly, people don't want to hear Alicia being called a hypochondriac. Fine, right? Okay. What else has she said?
Laura apologized.
What else?
By the way, Coop's going poop.
I mean, and at this, you get to a point where people say so many things, and then, like I showed you, go over to her channel. You see Laura.
Yeah, it's really bad. It is. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's like, and I don't get it. I don't get it, but I do know, and I see it, just by watching, people will find whatever they want to try to, they will pick your ass apart, just like they did you. They'll pick you apart. They will they'll shit all over you. Doesn't matter what, just because of their hate. And it's awful.
Is that you?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay.
I'm going to have to mute. You go, girl.
That's fine. Mute me. I don't care. But
no, she's muting herself.
Granny.
I'm muting myself.
Okay. I really didn't want to come to this, but the note, excuse me, the video I posted showed her left side, which showed, and it says, no recommendation at this time. It said dense. Hell, I got dense boobs. I'm sure probably several of the ladies here have dense boobs. But 3 years ago, this last month, is when I was diagnosed with invasive lobular carcinoma, HER2 positive. Okay. So I know what a mammogram reads. I did not say I looked at her portal. Truth. You got that wrong. Make sure you get it right when you're reporting to another live. The only thing I looked at, and yes, I screenshot because I wanted to be sure what I was seeing. And it was only 2 times I've only been in her life. Only 2 times. Second time, she got rude and crude with me.
Right. You mentioned a left boob. So you saw something that said left boob. Does that mean she doesn't have it at all?
The left side, according to it, said nothing. Okay.
Right. So maybe she's cleared in the left side. That's a great thing.
That may be. That
right.
very well may be. But she was telling everybody originally that it was her left side, which was my left side. I lost my whole left side, plus 40 plus lymph nodes, nerve damage in my arm, 2 sentient lymph nodes removed because of that cancer in it. I still have a clip in my right side because I have a cancer there.
And I want to say that I'm sorry about that, because I don't like, that's sad for anyone. And I just wanted to say this to you too, because it's not, that saddens me, and it saddens me a lot for you, because that's a horrible and horrific thing. And I understand, like how it can maybe like, hit you a little differently than it like would hit like someone that maybe has never had it or anything.
Exactly.
And, I can only speak on, my own. I had a complete hysterectomy at age 23. I never got kids. I never had anything. I had uterine cancer. Everything is gone. Everything, ovaries and everything, so my
Genevieve, you don't
experience,
have to have a
but
fucking
my,
degree in
my
order to
experience,
know what the hell your boobs are
but,
telling you
but
and
what,
what the
but
doctors are telling you.
but what I'm saying is this, okay? That was 30 years ago, okay? I'm
Right.
not 23 anymore. My experience was different than your experience. Your experience is definitely not my experience, and my experience was definitely
True.
not yours.
Well, I'm
I
not
think
saying it
that's the point.
is.
That's
I'm
the
not
only point
saying
I'm
mine is
making.
worse or Alicia's is
Right,
worse.
right. Yeah. I think that nobody's is worse. You know what I mean? Like, that's the only point I was trying to make, is that, everyone's experience is just that, their own, and all of it is horrific. All of it. You know what I
No,
mean?
I'm not a Dr.
That's all I'm
Tasha. I never
saying.
claimed to be.
What?
That's all I'm
What?
saying.
And why would Laura pull up her portal to show everybody she has cancer for you, some random subscriber, to take
It
a
wasn't
screenshot
the
and say she
portal,
doesn't?
hun. It wasn't a portal. It was her. It was her printout of her mammogram. I never seen her portal. She talked about it on that live, but I never seen it.
Right. So why would she post that if it said on there she doesn't have cancer? Do you know what I mean?
The
Like
left
maybe.
side. Left side.
All right, the left side. Okay. Well, I'm happy she doesn't have it on the left side if
Well,
that's
you're right.
what you saw in the papers.
I agree. But I never said I seen her portal like somebody reported and I heard.
But don't you think it's gross to be so invested in somebody else's medical like this? Like, don't you think this whole thing's just fucking gross?
Granny, when I went over there, I was in total support and was going to buy one of Laura's candles. But when she went off on me, when I said, the nurses are not supposed to be telling you that. The specialists are supposed to be telling you that. The doctors are supposed, not a nurse. And that's when she got nasty with me.
Well, she's defensive.
I'd only been in her life twice in my whole fucking life.
Okay,
Right,
to be fair, 30 years ago, I was sent to another state for my uterine cancer because they didn't want to do anything in my state because I was so young and I hadn't had children. When I went up there, it was pointed out immediately what was going on, and it was by a nurse. It was confirmed by a doctor, so that's not really fair to say.
Well, you can see why she would
That
get
was 30
defensive.
years ago. Today, that's a legal problem.
I
You're
disagree.
recording a conversation, which is on one of her lives. Let me finish. On one of her lives with her nurse or whoever it was on the phone. She did not tell her that she was recording her. So that right there, that nurse could throw a legal thing against her. I'm not going to say anything about it. I don't give a fuck.
How do you know? Were you in the doctor's office?
She
with
said
her?
she didn't record. She didn't tell her. In her own ding live, hun.
Well, they probably know now. So what does it make? I don't know. I don't understand. I mean, I went in just last week, you're talking about 30 years ago. Okay, fast forward 30 years. I just came from the oncologist's office today for a different thing. And the nurse is actually telling me stuff and the doctor's confirming it. So it hasn't changed.
Well, and here's the thing. The problem is you are personally angry at Laura. I can hear it in your voice. You're personally angry at her. So you just went over with a match and lit a flame. And now have everybody running around saying she doesn't have cancer because you saw that it said it on the left side. That do you understand what kind of pressure that could put on somebody? Like, and first off, she has cancer, right? But let's say whatever. Let's just say she's a normal human.
You have her biopsy report. Has she
No,
shown that to you?
I'm not entitled to it. Has Alicia shown
You're
hers?
right. I agree. But
did I ask you to show yours?
Receipt for receipt, she needs to provide. I provided.
Why does she need to provide?
Records on this platform. This is ridiculous. It's sick.
Well, what I want to know is why does she need to provide her medical to anybody? What difference will it make?
I'm not saying she needs to.
I'm sorry. I thought I just heard you say she needs to provide it. When proof is
No,
if she
I'm
needs to
saying
provide it.
everybody's saying receipt for receipt. I provided mine.
Well,
And I
I,
can
but
I'm
provide
not
my
everybody.
mammogram,
I'm
my
not
biopsy.
everybody. I'm not everybody, and I don't play like
I
that.
know.
It's disgusting and it's gross and it's sick, and
I'm,
that's my opinion on it. And I mean, you can take it or leave
I
it.
agree.
And I mean, I'm sorry that, like I have to like sound like this. I don't normally get upset, but this hits home with me. And, I mean, I just don't think it should be discussed anywhere. I don't care where. And I was in that chat and I commented in that chat, and that chat was nasty as hell.
All right, can I say something?
Sure.
I'm going to say a couple of things. One, I was wrong for saying I hope you get cancer and eat you from the inside out. So I own that and I apologize.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But what else I would say is my lump is on my left side. I don't know what you're looking at. What I don't have is cancer on my right side. And I don't have anything in my lymph nodes. My lumpectomy is my left side.
Okay.
So I don't know what you're looking at or what you
I was
think.
looking at I was looking at the mammogram that you posted on your live the day that, let's see, I think it's labeled biopsy done.
Okay,
And you
that
mentioned about your portal.
That clearly states it's malignant. Clearly.
No, it don't.
Yeah,
It
you
does
want me
not
to pull
say
it up? I'll pull it up
Yeah,
right now.
I've got it right here, dear. It does
Okay,
not say
I will pull it
malignant.
up right now.
I'm looking at it right here on your life, dear. Nowhere does it say malignant.
You want to bet? How much you want to bet?
Where? Oh, wait, you probably got it marked out because of all the red shit on it.
Don't be confusing. That's not cool.
It doesn't matter.
No, she just said it's probably marked out. Right. She probably
Yeah.
marked it out. So you probably didn't see it. Right.
So,
So
but when it says no further recommendation, if you want to do
where
receipt
did
for
you get
receipt,
your
come
law
on.
degree? I mean, where did you get your doctor medical license that you know?
When did you get yours, Laura? Fuck
I
you.
live it. I live this every fucking day, you dumb cunt. I am
gone,
living
Laura.
it.
She's gone. She rage quit, of course, because I mean, obviously, but you do have a point about the doctor and stuff. And I mean, that's what I came up here to express, is that, it's purely nobody's business what anybody's, stuff is. She tried to go in on me about 30 years ago, with mine. And, mine was not breast cancer, it was uterine. And that's that, it's like, yeah. And nurses do tell you stuff. I mean, it's period, point blank. I mean, I just came home from the oncologist today for different things.
well, she just acknowledged that she probably didn't see it.
I have the recording with the nurse on my other channel. And
yeah,
she
I know. And
says that she told me.
I know. I know.
She brought that up too. Yeah.
She did. She brought that up, and she's like, and that was illegal to record. She goes on and on. It's like, she's not going to stop. And if anything, she looks like just an angry, bitter person that just doesn't have any empathy for anyone. And it's honestly sad. That's sad to me.
Well, she just admitted that she probably missed it.
Yeah,
but she's already done the damage because she ran around telling everybody, look, it's fake, it's fake, it's fake.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. It's like, that's the thing that, that's why I was, pointing out over there. It's like, it's subs like this that are going back and forth. And I said that in the chat. I mean, over there, it was like, I mean, like, I just can't. And I mean, if this lady doesn't have a channel, then it's people like her that are the problem. I mean, I guess was my whole point, but I mean, I'm sorry I don't normally get too upset on panels. Laura saw me upset one time on her panel, and I mean, that was pretty ugly and stuff, but I don't really usually raise my voice or anything. But this lady was like, I'm sorry, Granny, she was making me mad.
You didn't even say anything.
I was just getting mad.
Since she obviously doesn't have a medical degree, hold on, give me 1 second. I want to just block out some obvious information.
Yeah, I had to mute because I knew. I was like, oh God, no, Christy, just mute because, you know, this is not, you know, just wait, you know, but I don't know. I mean, I'm horribly horrified for anyone that, you know, has anything like that, period. You know, my mom died of stage 4 pancreatic cancer, and it was freaking ugly. You know, it was 3 years ago. It was freaking ugly. You know, I watched her. I laid in bed with her as she died. You know, it's like, it's ugly. And it's a, you know, it's a crappy thing to do to question anybody. You know, period.
Okay. Granny, I'm gonna have you share my screen in a second.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
You don't have to.
No, I just want to block out, you know, like obvious info. No, I don't have a problem doing it.
All right.
Hold on. Oh wait. Wrong one. Motherfucker.
It wasn't even barely up.
It was enough for someone to screenshot it.
You want me to end this?
No, fuck it. I don't care.
I can delete right now.
I'll call my doctor tomorrow. Hang on.
Oh. Yeah, if anybody knows, like, gosh, we all know, and you know, these parts, it's people are just terrible.
Why won't it? Oh wait, hold on.
Just make sure you're like on the right one, Laura, because I know you've been having a lot going on.
All right. Now you can share it.
That's the right one?
Yeah. Okay. What she's looking at, because she's not a doctor, I don't think you have to be that smart to read this. No suspicious sonogram abnormality in either breast beyond the patient's known left breast malignancy. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to read this. This is pretty fucking clear.
Well, and not one of them took the time to read it.
Yeah, they're taking bits and pieces out of it and putting it together like it's their own just because they don't like you and they just want, you know, it's stupid. It's bullshit.
I mean, it's clear as day that it says no suspicious abnormality in either breast beyond the patient's own left breast malignancy. Yeah. I don't get how people are this fucking dumb. Bilateral mammogram, October 25th, focused left breast ultrasound, findings, complete sonographic evaluation of the right breast, including imaging. There was nothing wrong with the right, no abnormality. Complete sonogram evaluation of left breast, including imaging of the subular, whatever. 4 quadrant aspects reveals no suspicious abnormality beyond the patient's known upper outer quadrant malignancy. No morphology, suspicious axillary lymph nodes are evident in the field of view. Do you have to be a rocket scientist to read this? I mean, do you really have to be that intelligent to understand how to read this?
She only took one part and she never went past the beyond.
It's
the word
unbelievable.
Absolutely. I hope you're here, Mystery, and you see this.
What?
I hope Mystery's here and sees this. Because what she just said, she owes you an apology. They all owe you an apology.
It sure does.
Yeah, they do. They all do. Everybody, and including in that chat. Where's moderator at? Is moderator still in here? Or should go back over there and start more shit? Sorry, that was bad. Sorry.
This is the problem when people just are so blinded by their hate. They just, you guys all just witnessed them do this to me with the whole case with Voices Person. They did the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is the same thing. And that's why I always go and I always check for myself, you know, just, and what, because once I started doing that, I was like, what am I thinking? Like, why am I believing, like one person? And, I mean, me and you both know who that was. And I'm like, why am I, that's so stupid. Like, I'm not even like that. What the hell?
Crazy.
So,
And
then
Notorious Ash, Laura didn't have to do this. She is stubborn, don't listen. How else is she going to shut them up at this point? They were running like, we got her. She's lying. She doesn't have it. What would you do? Of course, she could say, yeah, go ahead and believe it. How many people are going to lay down and take it when they're not lying? There's one thing I hate more than anything, and it is being called a liar when I'm not lying. It irks my soul.
oh, that's me too. That's why I was getting mad at her about the nurse comments. It's like, that is a freaking lie. It's a blatant lie, and I hate that.
Where's the apology, Mystery? Where's my apology?
Yeah, where's she at? Why doesn't she come back in here?
Alicia Wispy, where's my apology?
Yeah, that is so easier said than done. You know that. You know that. Please know before the proof many believed you and prayed for you, just as I have for so many others sick. Fuck them, YouTube opinions don't matter. Edit that out. That had a bunch of info on it. Those always do. And then what out? What you just showed?
Well, find out, Laura. She doesn't, like, she's not going to care once she, she'll talk to her doctor tomorrow and she's not going to care.
Yeah, that is the truth. They still won't believe. So, I mean, you heard that one woman come up. Nobody, but this isn't for them then. This is for Laura's people that, I don't know. Well, fuck yes, for the truth. Hell.
Yeah, that's for the truth. I mean, if they want to take whatever they want and try to remove words or add their opinion or whatever, the facts on the freaking paper, so whatever.
Right.
I mean, like, come on, just pull your heads out of your asses.
Well, she right before she jumped down, she did state that, oh, maybe I didn't see it because it was marked out.
There was nothing marked out, though. There was absolutely nothing marked out. It's clear as day.
No, there wasn't on your stream either. I'm just going to add that in there because I did see that as well. And I specifically remember. But I remember you reading it as well, so. And it's not the first time you've had to read this, and that's what's really shitty about it because, you shouldn't have to.
So when, I hear someone's running around telling me I'm a liar, telling me this, I know, listen to me, I know the medical records were shown for a second. What are they going to do? Call my doctor and say they're me? We have a code word. So
yeah, I had to get code word too.
Let them try and fuck with my doctor. I mean, even if they pretended to be me, they don't know the information. They don't know my information or anything. They don't know my regular diet. Like, there's so many things they don't know. So even if they're going to be sick and call or something, call my doctor, they can get arrested. Like, I'm not stressing over it. And I will call my doctor in the morning and let him know what's actually going on. But, like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Why did they even start this? Why is anyone hosting this? I mean, this is like fucking insane.
Yeah, well, that's basically what I said over there. I mean, in a nutshell, I was like, this is all sick. Everybody is sick. Nobody should be doing this. I mean, but, who am I? But I do have my opinion, so I can state it, and I did state it over there because I seen what was going on and it was just disgusting. And
Can I just show people that this is and this is just how it goes, right? Because this is what I was saying earlier. Wispy goes at you, Laura. She goes at you. She goes at you. She goes at you. You respond. What you responded with was vile, and now Wispy's a victim, right?
Yeah.
This is what these people, and now the same thing just happened for you, ironically, because they're going on and on and on, and what they did was they victimized you by running with mystery and what mystery was saying. They victimized you. They said that you were lying. You were not lying. You showed the truth. When are people going to realize? Just stop, because as much as you hate somebody, you are destroying yourself with your own hate. It's never going to work out.
Right.
But you know what's even crazier? And this happens often too, and it just makes me cringe. Like this William Eyelash says, I know that whispers may not have been nice, but there comes a time to be the better person. So I'm always expected to be the better person. When they get busted lying, being pieces of shit, whatever they do best, then all of a sudden I'm expected to be the better person. That's their excuse. No, sorry. I don't need to be the better person.
I know people always say that, well, somebody has to. Why does it always have to be me to take the higher road? So I feel you in that. It's like, no, go. I do hope you go and say that to Wispy and everybody else as well, because
Oh, they don't. That's their excuse for what they're doing. They'd use that. Oh, well, Laura
Rock
should
the
be the
cat.
better person.
Yeah.
I am, LaDonna.
Now,
And I-
this is the only truth about that is at the end of the day, the better person will always win. But it's
oh,
easier said than done, man. It is so much easier said than done.
well, yeah, the shit you have to, that people, you
That's
know,
not true at all. Because the many times I've been the better person and it doesn't stop. What happens is what escalated today. And you are never the better person. So that speaks volumes. Love you too, Olive Sky. You run your mouth about me 24/7, any chance you can. So I guess you're never the better person.
I'm gonna get down because I gotta go feed my dog. Sorry, I had a brain activity loss there. I'm gonna get down because I need to go feed my outside dog, and he's not doing really well. He's old, and so I'm gonna be making some decisions in the next couple days. So, anyways, you guys all have a good night. And I mean, I did, I can always send whoever those screenshots of the chat that I took when I was there. It was mainly to, know what I said that came out of my mouth so it wouldn't be twisted. So, but anyways.
Have a great night. I hope your doggy feels better.
Good night,
It gets
pretty.
better. Thank you.
All right. We'll see you later.
Bye.
I'm going to wrap this up too. This is so overall sad, and you know that, Laura. You ladies were at one point friends. I get you guys are absolute enemies now. There's no going back. But I don't know. It's sad, and I'm sorry that you have to go through all this on top of the health. And with the holidays, and I know everybody sees you as this loud, crass, crude person, but like, just because you don't come on here with a softer, sadder side doesn't mean the shit doesn't get to you. It actually makes me really sad, and I don't know. I'm man, I feel bad. I feel bad for you, and I do feel bad for Alicia. I do. I feel like people, maybe she's liking it because it's giving her attention, but I feel like some people are only using Alicia in their war against you.
Okay, that's where you're wrong, though. Nobody's teaching Alicia or telling Alicia to be a liar. Nobody's telling Alicia to pull this kind of shit. Nobody's telling Alicia to do X, Y, and Z. That's all Alicia. Nobody's telling Alicia to run on QB's panel and lie. That's all on her. This has
You're right. That's on her.
What?
I said, yeah, you're right. I said that is on her.
All of her lies, all of her bullshit, all of her videos, her hosting this loser, this mystery person, all of this, that's all on Alicia. That has nothing to do with anybody else. Nobody, because here's the thing too, nobody is running to Alicia telling her I said this and this. That's never happened. If I have something to say about Alicia, I'll say it. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
And for the most part, I don't talk about her. Once I cut her off, believe me, I was a lot less stress-free. I was much more stress free. And it was like a monkey off my back, finally done. And I didn't have to listen to her lies every day. But then she escalated things. And then she just lied more. And then she tried to attack me because she was lying. And then she pulled the Oscar winning performance of how her cancer was killing her and blah, blah, blah. And I put an end to that because no, you're not going to lie to people. And I want to explain that. I said it on my own panel, but I'm going to say it on this panel. And I don't know if I told you. I did tell you earlier, but I just want to make this clear in case people missed my last live. And I just need to say this. When I did that community post, Wispy wasn't even a thought in my mind. Like she never is. That was about comments. That was in direct reaction to people in Alicia's comments believing what Alicia wanted them to believe, that this traumatic event was due because she was fighting cancer. And that just was not true. And I know that's not true. And so I put it out there of how I know it's not true. Now, a lot of people are telling me, how do I know it's not true about Alicia? You know, every cancer is different. And that is true. Every cancer is different. But just like she has mine, I have Alicia's records. I know what she's fighting. It's very similar to mine. Same, just so much of it is the same. And I do know what Alicia's fighting. And I do know Alicia had a lumpectomy weeks ago. The cancer is no longer in her body. It's totally different than somebody that has a tumor that is stuck in their body and they can't get rid of it. That's a whole new, different everything. And I wouldn't even speak on that. But when you have a tumor that is removed from your body, that can't, you know, you may have a cell running around here and there, and that's what radiation and chemo is for. But the actual cancer is out of your body. It's gone. That's when you get the radiation to kill any other cells, but you can't get sick after it's been gone for a few weeks. It's just not the way it works. If you had a cancer, if you had a tumor that they couldn't remove, that's a whole nother ballgame. That's completely different. And I think people mistook what I was saying, thinking that I was saying that no matter what, it's out. That's not what I was saying. Many people and many different types of cancer and many different reactions to cancer when a tumor is left in your body, or you have a certain kind of cancer that you can't remove, like so many people do. And then they have chemo to shrink that tumor. That's not what Alicia has. Alicia has chemo not to shrink a tumor, but because her ONCA score, which gives you an idea if what your possibility is going to come back, it's 0 to 100. She scored, someone told me a 30. I didn't see it, but someone told me a 30. 25 and under, you don't need chemo. 25 and over, you do. So, but people are mistaking chemo treatments of somebody that actually has a tumor that they're trying to shrink and that they can't remove it, whether it's on the brain, the lung, wherever, but for some reason they can't remove it, or even certain breast cancers that they need to shrink it because it's too big. That's completely different than what Alicia has. And
Yeah,
that's
but Laura, but if you Google it, and you even say once cancer is removed, can your breast still hurt? The answer is yes. It can still cause pain, even though the actual cancer is removed. You can still have pain at that spot.
You wouldn't have pain from a lumpectomy. I mean, some people get pain for like a week or two. I'm not saying no, but you know, it depends on your threshold. But Alicia herself, the night she had the lumpectomy, I asked her, how is it? She's like, I don't feel anything. She's like, I'm perfectly fine.
Well, maybe she was still under medication at that point.
But they do such a small little hole. They have it's laparoscopic. It's not like they cut your boob open. It's laparoscopic surgery, and they remove it and it's done. And they say that sometimes it takes like a week or two, depending. So it all depends. And yes, I'm talking in general. And I get that. I get it, not for everyone. I'm not saying no. What I'm saying is I know Alicia's story. And I'm sorry that nobody wants to believe that she's full of shit. That's not my problem. I'm just telling you that she is full of shit. And she admitted that. And again, this has nothing to do with her fibroids or anything like that. I don't know anything about that. I am not talking anything about that. And I've said that multiple times but what she led people to believe was that it was her cancer. That's what she led people to believe and never corrected it. Just like some people still think she's BRCA positive, which she's not, and she never corrected it. She told people it was in her lymph nodes. It's not. She never corrected it. Those kind of things. There's a lot of things that she has never corrected that she has lied about. And that's all I was saying on the community post is this is our type of cancer and our type of tumor. You know, me and Alicia have talked about it. It's not like I have, made this up out of the clip. We talked about it. I know what she has, and she knows what I have.
Right, but everybody's body is different. If she has underlying medical issues or she has any other ailment that can tell you the difference.
That has nothing to do with the cancer, though. I've only said about the cancer. That's it.
Right, but I'm saying how her body reacts to the cancer can be different based on different medical conditions, like different.
No, breast cancer is breast cancer, period. It's something that happens in your fibroids doesn't affect a small lump on your breast. They don't go hand in hand. What you're thinking of is a tumor that stays in your body. That's what you're thinking. And that can affect people totally different. Tumors that have to stay in your body everybody's different. That will affect everybody differently. That's not what I'm talking about, though. And I think that's where so many people get confused.
I think it's one of those things where the same way I wouldn't want them to dissect your cancer is the same way you shouldn't dissect hers and vice versa.
I don't dissect hers. I don't.
I think it's very triggering to others as well that have had cancer or loved ones with cancer. And I think that gets overlooked because everybody's just so angry.
Okay. Because people, Mystery, am I going to get an apology, Lady A. Montgomery?
Is she back in here?
I'm still waiting. No, Pepper was a pet. Sorry, not Pepper. DC, actually, you're wrong. It doesn't go in. They put dye in there and the surgeon uses something to it's just the same way they do the biopsy. It is absolutely done laparoscopically. They don't cut you open. At least mine's not. I don't know, lady. You should take a link then and apologize to me in person.
Well, I personally want to end this. I got to get to bed. Are you going live?
Oh, okay. It also depends on where the cancer is. I can only speak for me on that. Most don't have their own pits cut open either, but some of us do. Okay. Fair enough. Hey, you guys can believe her all day long. I will not tell you not to. Believe the lies all day long. But when you find out all she's doing is lying, I don't want to hear we should have listened. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
That is fair enough. All right, I'm going to wrap this up, Laura. I hope you have a better night.
I'll be fine.
I'm glad to hear that. All right. I hope everybody has a great night. Sorry to those that were upset that it triggered. I hope everybody heals, has a safe holiday, all the things. Sorry, Lady A. I got to end this. I got to get ready for, I got to get to sleep. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. This has been a hell of a night. But I'm sure maybe Laura, are you going live? Yeah, sorry, lady. I have to end this. I'm exhausted. This was a lot of shit that, quite frankly, I didn't want nor need. I just want to make it very clear again. I do not agree with the words that were said. I just don't agree with them, and that's just that. Whether people like it or not, if that's enough for you to go into another chat and trash me and think I don't see you, that's fine. This like dick riding shit needs to end. Um, I'm just over it all. I don't agree with it. Well, I was saying that Alicia has other medical issues. I'm sure everybody's different. Everybody's journey's different. It's not my place to judge, dissect, pull apart the same way. It's not their place to do it with Laura either. It's all horrible. Horrible, horrible. But everybody, please stay safe. Have a great night. Thank you for being here. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't. And see you all tomorrow.